And just like, let me know when you want me to start talking.
Yeah, big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith. Yeah, big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. Water cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. Water cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Kicking back, having a few beers, we're chatting. Pull up your chair, we're all relaxing. Any subject, we never dismiss. Big talk and brewskis with Marissa Smith. Comedy, sex, relationships, more. Any subject, we got it in store. Big talk and brewskis is coming in live. Crack when open, Marissa has arrived. Big talk and brewskis with Marissa Smith. Yeah.
Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Big Talkin' Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. I've got Rodney Daniels with me.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
I've got Aaron Putnam with me.
Hello.
I've got Louis Michaels with me.
Hey guys.
And I've got Zachary Buckar with me.
Hello, yeah.
So Rodney, how was your week?
My week was good. I hosted at the Broadway Comedy Club Wednesday night, so that was cool. And then I had sex for like 3 hours this afternoon, so
Nice.
I'm feeling nice and relaxed.
Did you get any Gatorade?
Yeah, we stopped and had M&M peanuts in the middle, and some chocolate.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's what I had in my
3
mouth.
hours?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 hours getting pounded. I was bottoming out
Did you only? Okay. How many times did you come?
twice.
Okay.
Good
all right.
job.
Which was nice. Yeah.
Oh, sounds exhausting.
You know, that second round is always like that. You really got to focus, you know?
My wife would love that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of sex,
She's
oh,
like, hello.
shit.
I'm like, man. Oof. Yes,
Butts, you gotta go home and you gotta have some sex, dude.
I guess I do.
Yeah, keep everything nice and loose.
Yeah.
I can't
Everything
tell
nice.
if Putnam hates sex or if his wife loves it.
I
by
love
the way he
sex.
talks
My
about
wife
it.
has extremely high libido. Mine is okay. She's a yogi. She thinks that sex fixes everything. It does, but it's not the same. It's like, if
Is
I
that
had-
part of yoga?
Listen,
I'm gonna start going to yoga
hear me
more.
out. You have a penis. You said you came twice. Amazing. If I come once, pretty sure my mind is going to be content for a little while.
Oh,
So,
yeah, there was definitely a half hour of just cuddling because we both
Yeah.
came and just okay.
Yeah.
Let's relax for a second.
Okay, see, I thought you were just marathon 3 hours, 3 round hours of pounding. I
Oh.
was like, that's too
Insanity.
much.
That's crazy.
It's too much.
I
My
mean,
wife's like, sign her up, I guess. I'm trying. No, but I maintain everything. Like, I make a effort to think about those things with her. I'm like, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. If we haven't done that yet, had sex, I know that, if I wait till 10:30, I will get the,
You know how
I
many
guess we're not
incels
gonna-
are so pissed at you?
I mean, well,
right
10:30, you don't have to go for 3 hours. It could be a good 20 minutes
But
of
what I'm
hard
talking
fuck.
about is a lot of times, if I'm wrapped up in work or writing or whatever, and I know that I need to, I know if I don't initiate that, she's gonna turn over, and as she's turning, she's going to say, "Well, I guess we're not doing that tonight." And I'm like, "Oh." So I'd rather, even if because once it gets going, I'm all down. I'm like, "Oh, this is great. Why didn't I think of this?" But to get it started though, you got to pull me away from all of my shit sometimes. And that's part of my maintenance in a marriage is like I got to make sure that I'm thinking of her in that way. And once it's going on, I'm like, "This is great."
Okay.
Like,
How long have you been married?
18 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So this is
But
like.
we've been together. But long story short, I've known her since I was 12 years old.
Oh wow.
She moved to LA. I moved to New York. I had a bottom here in New York left, and then she kind of, we got together, and I got sober and all that shit. Anyways,
Wait, did you just say you had a bottom?
a bottom as an alcoholic. Yeah.
Oh, bottomed out.
shit.
I was
All
like,
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
having a one-way plane ticket.
No, okay.
Jay,
No, now I get it.
Oh,
but
okay.
We're like switching.
Okay.
We're like,
all
what?
talking
I'm not
Bottom
vampire.
means a lot of things to a lot of people.
right.
Yeah. No, I was like, did he just under the radar be like, yeah, I was gay for a bit, but and I got married.
It's like,
Then I
well, I
got
had a
married.
bottom, and then I said, you know something, I'm done with this gay shit.
Right.
Everybody's a little sweet, so everybody needs to calm the fuck down.
It is true.
Everybody's
It's
a little bit gay.
2018. Everybody's a little
Fucking
bisexual.
So true. I did a show with a bunch of young comedians in their early 20s, and like every one of the girls up there had a bit about like her and her boyfriend picking up another chick or a guy and sucking two dicks. I'm like, I know it's for comedy, but it's like maybe younger people are having more orgies than they were in their late
for
90s.
sure
Well,
they
there's
are.
definitely
For
a
sure.
lot more like gender fluidity with like younger people.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait. Have you all been part of orgies?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
are you
No.
speaking for everybody? All right, hang on. You can say
In
yeah.
the
I was
early
like
in the early
everybody.
never on purpose. Always an
Okay.
accident.
In the early, that's
Yeah,
You
it's
just
kind
sort
of fun when
you
it's an
stumble
accident.
upon it. Yeah.
Where you just walk into it and you're like, all right, well,
Definitely-
dick's out for the funds.
Yeah.
All
It's like when
right.
you're scrolling through Netflix, you're like, oh, I didn't know this was on here.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, 3 hours later.
So Marissa, no?
No, I've
18
never,
now? No?
I've never, yeah.
Threesome?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm an
that
only
technically
child
the
and I'm a
smallest
tourist. I
orgy?
don't, I don't share things.
Yeah.
I'm
And then I
a
also feel like
simple
it's too
guy.
confusing though, because like I find a 69 confusing. Like I don't know, there's just like too much happening. And like I'm like shiny object. Okay, like I get
No, we
distracted
talked
real
about
easy.
this. 69 between two guys though is different because you guys are both deep throating each other at the same time.
What's
So
that
it's like,
like?
a whole like, it's intense.
It's gotta be
like he's
um,
deep throating and I'm
Oh,
trying to
wow.
deep throat just as hard.
It
It's
seems
It's like
like
a
kinda hot.
competition.
You know,
Yeah, who's deep throating who
It
harder?
seems like that Crossfire game from the 90s where the kids had to both.
This is jumping around a bit, but do you remember the bar on Second Avenue, the Cock? Before,
Yes,
because I,
mean,
don't even know if it's still around. Is it
Is the
still
Cock
around?
is still around?
Okay, so my
yes.
friend worked there, straight guy, but he was the cleanup guy and with the bar back.
Oh,
But
ew.
anyways, some of the guys that go in there, there's a back room, right? And this guy was killing me, telling me stories. He goes, no, but when you're in there, you got to make sure you have a lighter because you could be looking at this guy's face and there could be someone else sucking your dick that you don't want to suck your dick because it's all a free-for-all in there.
Yeah.
So you got people going up and down with the lighter trying to figure out who they're hanging out with. I was like, that's interesting. That's that. Straight people aren't doing that yet.
The straight people are definitely not doing that.
Speak for yourselves.
Oh, we got on this subject.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So like now, how did you wander into an orgy?
Yes, Zach, do tell.
I don't know. I just got, you just have friends. And you hang out with the wrong ones. And
Was it at that
Or the
house
right ones.
you lived at with like
Ooh, I
four,
like
4
that.
or 5 other people, or that big house?
no, it was in an apartment.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How many
Apartment
people are we
orgies.
talking?
He wants this trade orgy war stories.
Yeah.
What's that like? Do you swap people in an orgy? I'm truly like,
Yeah,
do
I've
you just go
never-
like tag out. I'm gonna find a new person to have sex
well,
with.
Definitely
I
not
think you have
hygienic.
to swap. You have to swap for it to be an orgy. Otherwise, it's just group sex.
Ah, okay.
Is that really the defining factor between
I have
group
no
sex
clue.
and orgy?
No clue.
I mean, it makes sense. I'd believe
no
it.
idea.
Wait, is there a difference between group sex and orgy?
I
No,
said
I
there
think
was.
Zach
Zach,
nailed
you
it.
have to,
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Or there's two people, one guy's on his phone and two people are fucking next to him, and then one person's like fingering themselves.
I've had that
That's
happen
just a room
before.
with a
Well, what
bunch
about the
of
guy on
people.
his phone? That guy's not in the orgy.
Yeah,
on his
he's
phone.
just
So, but there's
lost.
people that could be like, oh, last night was crazy. Like, I woke up and this dude was fucking his girlfriend next to me, and then other guy was. I mean, you could be in that scenario where that's not an orgy. You were
That's
just
where you're
in a room
witnessing
where
it.
there was a lot of fucking going on.
You're watching people fuck.
Yeah, that's voyeurism.
Voyeurism. People are really into that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
hot right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
I don't want that.
I've had it happen to me before. Like I
So
didn't
now,
even.
how many people were in your orgy?
Okay, so
Good
Fi-
God,
fi-
you're all thinking about it.
Fi-
Like,
like-
holy shit.
Yeah.
Five.
never even
five
accidentally.
guys one time, and then me and 4 girls one time.
All right, do tell on
You
that
and
one.
4 girls?
Yeah,
Okay.
my ex-girlfriend, she was bisexual.
Oh, okay.
So she
Wait.
had like girlfriends.
Are you
and-
bisexual as well?
I consider myself to be bisexual.
Okay.
Yeah,
Last
most
time I
of
had
us
sex with
are.
a woman was like maybe 2 years ago.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I
so,
just,
you know,
yeah.
I'll hit the pussy sometimes.
Dude,
They throw it at me.
such a fucking baller thing to say. Yeah, you know, now
Sometimes.
Again, there's so many dudes out there that just need one. And I'm in a room of guys that are just like, yeah, just whenever I feel like it. But, you know, it's insane. I hated being a nerd in high school. All right, let's go.
I was a nerd in high school. I was a fat nerd in high
Yeah.
school.
Oh, so that's how you got all that
No,
dick.
dude.
Right.
And what it is, man, is the nerds that figured it out in high school, by
Yeah.
the time it ended, fuck like crazy now. The
Well, yeah,
ones that didn't
word.
suck.
Well, no, I was gonna say, I think I figured it out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
my man fucks. I live with you.
He gets down. So now, all right. So now you were
Thanks,
with like
guy.
the four ladies.
Yeah, 4 ladies.
Okay. And then like, did you have like sex with all of the ladies or?
Like
Or just your
2 of
girlfriend?
them, but
Okay.
they were like all kind of going at it, eating each other out, and just like I just jumped in.
See, I would find that so confusing because, like, I wouldn't want to be like impolite. Like, is this my time yet? Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, like, do I go
Yeah.
yet? Like,
Yes.
you know, like,
There's
cause
a-
you don't want to like cross. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, am I stepping on someone's toes?
No,
and
I
then
get that. That's like Midwestern politeness. Like, hey, may I enter you now? Like,
It's just
what-
like-
I
The next
really
day,
don't
if you're,
like a
feeling
rude
like
orgy.
shit, you call
Yeah.
everybody in a group text like, "Hey, I feel sick. Did someone give me the flu? Is anyone else sick?"
yeah,
Oh.
it's like it burns when I
Jeremy.
pee.
It's
Like,
Jeremy.
Anybody else feeling
Which
like
one of you had
this?
chlamydia?
I didn't even think about
I don't
that.
wanna-
Oh my god.
yeah, and
It's
it's like,
one person showing up there fucking up the party.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the one that needs to be sitting back on their phone.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I gotta sit this one out.
Put your drawers back
My Hep C is acting up. Oh.
Right, and then like I feel like there'll be like that one that's got like a cold sore, and you're like, oh no, like you gotta, like,
just a canker sore.
yeah.
Let me get in
How
the
did-
park.
how do you like what happens in an orgy if like you realize like somebody's got like a cold sore?
I mean,
Yeah, I hope you realize that beforehand.
right.
But like I feel like if you're like already like in the midst of like being in an orgy, or what if you're like the late one in the game, you don't know which one has the cold sore, and now everybody's been with that person.
Well, then I guess that's your orgy team for life.
Yeah.
That's your squad.
Team
Oh,
cold
man.
sore.
Yeah, you
I'm
squad up.
happy with my simple life.
I mean, you thought you were having an orgy, and then it just became monotonous. Like,
Chewing on a toothpick, being like, yeah, pound.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to get
pound one
herpes.
person.
I'm trying to get it. I think it's one step closer to all of us having it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If you can't
Yeah,
beat
then
them,
it's
join
like
them,
something
right?
you got to worry about. You know, like fuck it.
Some of my
Already got
closest
it.
friends, whatever, I hear stories about people that like before they're even really sexually active. Like I know a guy that got herpes in like 10th grade. And
Yeah.
and he's 40.
What
He's
a
like,
legend.
So something dirty happened like in Missouri in 10th grade, and now every relationship since then.
Let's
he's
go
been
ahead and unpack that story.
I was like, you have to tell everyone. It fucking sucks.
so like that happened in my high school. I went to an all girls high school, and so like the cheerleaders all took a like one of those like limo buses to prom, and like half the cheerleading squad that was on that bus all got herpes from because they were all like hooking up like on the bus, and so then like after like maybe like a month later, like half the cheerleading squad got herpes, and then like one girl like had a complete meltdown in the cafeteria, and she's like, oh my god, I've got herpes now, I'm like, I'm never gonna find a boyfriend. And like we were all just like dying because we were just like, oh, like I thought that it was like so great to be a cheerleader, like like what happened.
But that's why I want to
You're
get
like,
herpes. I can fuck that cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, because it's like that conversation you have, like, oh yeah, I have herpes. Guess what? I got it too.
You guys
Yeah.
ever see?
You both have herpes.
Chances-
You're fucking.
If people are honest, the
We
chances
both
these
got
days
herpes,
is
we
someone has
fucking.
something,
Hang on,
or
hang
at
on.
least HPV.
Not to double down on the sadness, but have you guys seen Dallas Buyers Club? You know,
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
AIDS, and he finally finds that chick that has AIDS. He's like, oh my god, sweet, and they just bang so fucking hard because they're like, you can't get it twice. Like, oh boy.
Yeah,
But that's not even really true though, because
Yeah,
like you can
definitely
can
get
get
herpes
AIDS
twice.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get AIDS
yeah.
twice
Yeah.
too.
That's insane.
Like,
Yeah.
definitely.
You got it again.
Yeah. And you got double AIDS.
It'll flare up more if you just add more AIDS.
So the government has two cures?
Yeah.
Scooping it on.
It's like putting a shot of espresso in a coffee.
It's like a red eye.
Oh
Oh.
my God. It's like an Irish car
Right,
bomb.
right?
It is exactly like a red eye.
There it
Oh,
is.
your white blood cells counts are up here. Take this.
Yeah.
I used
That's-
to do a horrible bit about somebody with leukemia meeting somebody with AIDS and somehow curing each other. But like I said, horrible bit. All right.
Good save.
So now you guys are in New York from out of town. Where is everybody from?
Good.
Originally, well, we're hailing out of Lansing, Michigan now, but we're both originally from Detroit.
Born,
so-
Okay.
born and raised.
Yeah,
my
born
man.
and raised in
In
Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay.
D.
Yeah, so we're Michigan guys. So that's, most people look at us like, huh, all right.
I
That's
was like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, all right, hey, all
From
right,
Milwaukee.
you get it.
Hey.
I love Milwaukee.
The Midwest
States.
excels at like maybe one thing, and that is just housing alcohol.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you would. Thank you.
Michigan's, East Lansing's
Right,
like
speaking of alcohol.
Yeah, no, well, it's insane because like I'm not saying other cities fucking party hard, but like I've been to Florida and like other like party towns, and I'll be like, oh, we're all getting a pitcher of beer, and like the waiter will be like, oh, I gotta see if we can do that. And I'm like, what? Yeah, dude, like. Quit being a pussy and go get me my
I
pitcher of
think
beer.
Wisconsin's the drunkest.
I was.
place.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? But you
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
for sure.
Milwaukee is one of the. I mean, everyone there, they party their ass
Dude,
off.
you get
They
drunk-
do party, but they stopped selling alcohol at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
because
is fucking
everybody's too
ridiculous.
fucked up by then.
Yeah, you've had 17 pink squirrels. So my friend that's from Wisconsin opened a bar called Deadbolt in Chicago, and then
Okay.
next door is the Pink Squirrel, and it's like a dedication to all the blended drinks out in Milwaukee that people used to drink. And he has grasshoppers, pink squirrels, like
Okay.
Dude,
tons of
you're
booze.
from Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Like-
Milwaukee.
Okay, I went to Michigan State. I have friends from other Big Ten schools. You meet somebody that went to like Madison, Wisconsin,
Madison, yeah.
and like we're all drinking like fucking hard. And somebody from Madison you're like, oh my God, that guy has a problem. But they're like, what are you talking about? We're fine.
Just because
I'm
you're
like,
in
"Good."
Madison, what else is there to do but
yeah.
drink?
Well,
Go to
yeah.
Comedy on State, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Good
downtown.
Crushing venue.
No, but
I heard cheese is popular there. You can get
Very.
it slows the booze.
Oh,
What's
God.
funny about that though? It's like it's like cheese. It's like other people have cheese too. California has way more fucking cheese than you.
Hey,
Better
easy.
cheese.
Easy.
Hold on.
Fight them.
All right.
Right.
Down,
Hold
down,
on.
back,
white
back.
cheddar.
It's not like some Wisconsin cheese, okay?
Some Wisconsin cheese. I
Yeah,
get you.
no, for real.
I love all cheese.
Last time I was home, I was like at the gas station. I was like,
Wow,
oh shit, let me
that's
get
so
some Wisconsin
accepting.
cheese before I get on the airport.
Right.
On the airport.
Cheese curds. Is
like
that-
cheese curds,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit's kind of.
What's the cheese curds
like-
business?
It's like the curd, like mozzarella curd.
Right.
The like the what do you call it? The whey or the.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, it's still curd. Like it looks like ricotta almost,
Uh-huh.
and then they bread that and fry it.
And
so it's
for,
like
oh
a-
my god,
like
it's
a-
so fucking
really?
good.
It's better
Shit.
than a mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
I feel like, did you just come on me?
A little bit.
Third time today.
Sorry, I thought
Third time,
that was a flashback.
Yeah.
Cheese curds.
Can you imagine
Did you eat
just
celery after that?
you're just fucking for 3 hours? Like I can't come, and your dude just holds up a bag of cheese.
Cheese.
curds.
You're like, oh, I got one more left in me.
My man, I'm always chasing
Number
that
3.
cheese-induced cum. As a lactose intolerant guy, that's
Yeah.
all I'm looking for.
Oh my god, being lactose intolerant and eating cheese is like getting choked the fuck out. You're just like, oh, didn't call me a
Oh,
dirty
yeah, it's
bitch.
so good. My heart starts to stop. I can't breathe.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I keep thinking about that 3-hour fuck session. That's like the fucking Titanic VHS. You take a break and you take that first VHS
That's
out.
right.
You got to
Yeah.
recenter yourself. Do I pop it right back in? No.
Especially because
Yeah.
that second
Fucking
half.
When
for
did
a
the
second.
peanut M&Ms happen? Was that
During,
during?
in the middle, during
That's
the cuddle
amazing. Okay.
session.
during
You
the
know,
middle.
we're
I thought you
cuddling.
meant,
He's like,
like,
you want some
in
M&Ms?
general.
And I'm like, yes, I do.
No, I was talking about. Does
I
anybody
feel like, no, I
specifically
want a
know when they
fucking
came out?
sandwich. Like,
It actually sounds very sweet.
You're cuddling, having some M&Ms.
Yeah, there it is.
Air
Yeah.
conditioning, hopefully.
There was
Cooling
some air
off.
conditioner and a fan going and all that.
No, you got to turn that AC off, dude. You got to feel that full sweat
Yeah,
fuck.
dude.
That fuck sweat.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
were you like dripping?
Yeah, that's
I don't feel like
fun.
I'm fucking if I'm not sweating.
Yeah.
You guys feel me? You
You
guys-
gotta- Word,
You'll get over that, young
dude.
man.
No, dude, fuck sweat's amazing. It's
No, but
so
I'd
much-
start sweating after like 3.5 minutes. So
Right.
I hate that it's an automatic sheet change, and then I'm like, I didn't change it.
Damn, the sheet change.
Oh, have you never been there?
No, of course.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Of
say.
course I have.
Of
I
course.
fucked for
Wait,
3
like,
hours.
you gotta like change the sheets in the middle?
No,
Yeah.
post. I've
Yeah,
been in
post,
just
like,
a
afterwards.
wrecked bed. It's so
I don't
bad.
know.
When you
Yeah.
look down,
I'm
it's just like
obviously
a
not
pile.
hanging out with the right dudes. Like,
I was gonna say the bed you sleep on now.
Ah.
Yeah, take those sheets off. and
But
see the
that's
stain, my
because you have
dude.
to have the fuck sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, if you know you're gonna be fucking, you gotta have certain sheets just
the
for
rubber
that.
sheets, the pee pants sheets.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
fun.
You know, because butt sex, it could be, you know.
Yeah.
messy.
They
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
I've had a not great experience with that one as of late. It was like, oh, all right, little hitchhiker and then some. I was like, all right, we're on.
Sounds like a runaway train.
Yeah, well, I made a mistake. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna talk incognito, but I kind of corkscrewed, and I was like, oh, that's probably not the plane of motion you want to be moving your dick inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because it acts like a shovel, just and you're like,
scooping
no.
it on
Yeah.
out.
That's how I learned. I was like, anal is a one plane motion. If you're gonna change the position, you pull the fuck out. I was like, all right, we learned that the hard way, and
Yeah,
lesson
dude.
learned.
Anal with girls is a huge bummer. It's like, get out of here, you fucking rookie. They don't know what the hell they're doing, man. Girls are bad at anal, is what I'm getting.
Yeah,
trying to say.
some of
Some of them.
them.
Some. Y'all got real defensive.
Many years ago, this girl in San Francisco when I was in school, she had a book next to her bed, and it was gay sex for straight men or something. Like, it was a way, like, she was getting the down and dirty details of how to take a straight dude to the next fucking level or something. Like, she was like doing some studying up on like what is really like tips from gay men, what to do to your boyfriend, a girl to do to her boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And she was
Was
just
she like talking about licking buttholes and stuff?
that, and it's trying to do some mechanics inside, getting up there.
Yeah, step one was be a man.
Man the fuck up. Anyways,
I don't know. I just like that's the one thing. Like I don't understand like why analingus like got like on the menu, but like I'm not a fan. Like
I
it
would
just,
never.
my
do that
wife
to
would
another-
never
yeah.
go. Not maybe.
Eating ass? You guys talking about eating ass?
No, I've
Yeah.
done it. I don't want to make somebody do it to me.
I would
Ah,
never
okay.
like,
I was
but
gonna
I
say,
won't
yeah,
let
have
someone
you-
do it to
have
me
you
because
ever
I
ass
don't
eaten
want to.
before?
Yeah,
I
it's,
have,
it's
yeah.
great, but
It's
like
so amazing.
it's amazing.
It's
but it's like
when
I
it's
know
all right. You know what I mean? Like if
my
it's a
wife sees me
DMZ.
digging up my ass. She sees me fucking just ripping farts all night. I didn't even know this. This is what's fucked up. This is what I think about. My wife says, Aaron, you fart every 2 minutes all night. So I'm just thinking, in my single life, when I would be dating someone, I'm sure there was some girl that like didn't tell me. Obviously, it was like, Jesus Christ, he fucking farts all night. It's not like I started farting all night when I got married. So
Right.
Other people probably were like, I'm not marrying that guy.
He farts too much.
No, she's like, it's all night. Apparently, it's just a thing that
Oh
happens.
shit! It's trapped in the sheets too.
Yeah.
They just called you Farty McTutu.
I'm out. I'm out though. I have woken up before though, and like been like, "What the fuck happened? What'd you do?" And she's like, "You
woke up to your own
you
Dutch
woke up. No, you woke yourself up by fucking shitting yourself, and you're fucking yelling at the dog and me. I'm getting worse as I get older too. She's like, or I'll get up in the middle of the night like, "What's going on? What's going on?" She's like, "You're moving around. You moved around and woke yourself up. You fuck." Yeah.
Damn.
God.
Yeah, no, like I've never had my ass eaten, but I won't let anybody do it because like I feel like they're only doing it because they want you to do it, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's gross.
Do you
Guys
not
just
like
enjoy
it? Have
it.
you ever-
I eat my wife's ass. She's got she's great. She's
I-
not.
I'll tell you
No.
this much. Have you ever, this might be too personal, but if a fella's eating you from behind, have you ever had his nose touch you there? And like that's a gauge, right? If you're like, oh, that nose felt all right.
Again, I'm not hanging out with the right
No?
dudes.
All right,
Like-
my bad.
No,
Sorry.
it's guys with beards. That's where it's
Oh
at.
yeah, my
eating
wife
your
doesn't want me to
ass.
shave at all.
What's up, dude?
Nose probably nestles in there.
Oh my god, yeah, I have a huge fucking nose. Dick nose, dude.
Dick nose.
Yeah, it can
And a beard.
do a shocker from
Just like
behind,
this.
yeah.
Oh
it's-
man.
it's,
So this is a clean podcast.
Oh yeah. It's
No,
super
you guys are
clean.
great. We're learning about everybody's
Um,
sexual pleasures. Who's into ball holding, huh? Anybody?
Excuse me?
What's
Yeah.
a ball?
Ball holding? Just holding your balls? No?
Just
They're
not
just
doing
hol-
it?
they're
just,
just
holding your balls.
just holding the balls.
Y'all took it too literal. Who the fuck is that? I don't know.
There's no other way to take that.
No,
Right?
come on
It's
now.
literal.
Come on.
You're sitting at home, holding them.
Just holding your balls, man.
Just holding your balls.
That's
Like
on a hot
like
day.
caressing them,
Nah,
or
yeah,
just
hanging out.
like
I
you
do
know,
gotta
like
say, though, it's
like a
nothing
hand
like-
bra for balls.
It's nothing like when you worked a
Absolutely.
long
Like
day
the
and then you let
hand
let your
bra.
balls out.
Yeah, exactly. Letting your balls breathe,
You just
but
let
then
them
you kinda,
breathe, you know?
you kind of
Like-
situate them. You
She's
know.
like, what? Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you're
'Cause
looking
your
at
balls
us like
get
you don't have
sweaty.
balls. You're
'Cause
right.
you don't have balls.
If we're talking about balls out, is I don't know, when you pee in a urinal, do you go balls in or balls out? Because if you pull your balls out, you pee much faster.
Hold on a second.
What?
Hold on a second. People go balls in.
Yeah, some people just pull the.
They just
just
pull their,
the
just
little
the
dick,
dick?
they just pull their little dicky out and they're peeing, and that's why they're so
Yeah, that's
uncomfortable.
what- that's
If
what
you
I
pull your
do.
balls out too.
It's
Everything
a
goes.
hassle to pull everything out.
You
guys
don't pull the balls
Damn,
out?
how big are your balls?
I don't know. Evidently
I
pretty goddamn
can't
big.
wait to like the old men, like when little kids and old men get to pull their pants down to their ankles. They're free flowing.
You guys
too.
pull your whole dick and balls out every time you piss.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I
just like,
don't.
I just like to check.
Damn. All right. Call me
I mean,
the odd
but-
man out.
For me, if I'm at the urinal, I'm hoping to get lucky. So
Yeah, right.
it's like let me show you everything.
Wow.
I just like to
Try something new. I'm
Damn,
gonna
I
try
gotta
something.
think
I've got
Robert
something new to
Kelly's got
try.
a great bit about
Check it all
urinals.
out.
It's fucking hilarious.
It feels free.
Well, I don't know because I don't
free.
use urinals, but like every once in a blue, I'll have to go to the men's room. The thing that always I find the most astounding is that there's no toilet paper by the urinals. Like
Yeah.
what? Like I don't
Oh,
get
you
that.
see,
Shake it.
you see some dudes that come in there, and you gotta respect, but they bring like a C-fold from over there by the hand dryer. They bring it over and they're tapping their tip. I guess that's what you do. I mean, if you want piss on your pants.
No, man, you don't need to tap your tip. We have our own
You
natural
shake
toilet
it.
paper. Yeah,
Shake
little
it.
shake.
Shake it, like, shake,
Yeah, but
it,
there's
shake it,
piss.
shake it.
on
Women
the
can
end of that.
still- like a-
exactly. There's
Would you-
pee,
if you-
like under.
if you
But
can't
guaranteed one
operate-
drop will go on your underwear.
If
Wait a
you
minute.
cannot operate with piss in your pants, then you don't deserve to walk around.
Okay, so I got a fun fact. You guys know that it's Ramadan right now, right?
Oh,
All
is
the
it?
Muslims are like,
Right.
they have to.
So when you go to a restaurant at 6 o'clock, there's no busser on the floor. They're all downstairs.
because they're all in the downstairs eating. Right. I work at a restaurant. That's exactly all the buses.
What's
like,
the
oh my
yellow
God.
stuff called? That delicious, the like yellow curried.
Corn?
No, it's
Yeah.
no,
Mush like
It's
a
huge
meal.
right now.
it's a corn.
meal
It's a
type of
corn
thing.
meal, but it's delicious.
But yeah. So did you guys know that Muslim men during Ramadan cannot stand up and pee? They have to sit down
Ah.
and pee.
And then they get used
because
to
it
it.
pleases Allah.
Just sit
Allah's
down
a
and pee?
freak, dude.
Yeah.
He probably just wants you to take a rest. Have you ever peed sitting down? It's amazing.
Yeah. Don't look
Is
at
it,
don't
or
look
does
at
it
me
I
say-
like
pee
haven't.
sitting down all the time.
It's relaxing.
Have you ever peed standing?
I don't know why women just don't feel comfortable.
It's relaxing, but I feel like it takes longer.
Hey, I've
To
sat
piss?
up.
Everyone
Sitting
needs a
down?
little break
Yeah.
during
All
the
right.
day.
More
I
to
sit
it.
on the toilet until my legs fall asleep.
You guys
So I'll
ever
just-
like try to finish peeing, but you can't, so you massage the top of your butt crack and the rest of the pee comes out?
No.
I've been having to do that more.
I think you
I
need a
think I need to
urologist.
see a doctor. Yeah. I was like, all right.
I think
no,
you have a
it's
kidney
just,
stone.
Everyone's like,
subtle
"That's a
podcasts like, hey, am
no."
I okay?
Like, no,
Hopefully
you're
a
not. That
listener
sounds
will be
like an
yeah,
enlarged
you have
prostate.
cancer.
Right?
All
Like
right.
a WebMD.
Yeah, can we like can Caleb like WebMD that? Like it's definitely
I
he
had a kidney
needs
stone, and that's the most
he needs a
insane.
urologist, you guys.
Really?
I was like,
You had to
holy
pass it out through the front of your dick?
Well, what they do now, because I got one 2 years ago, they ultrasound it so it breaks it up.
Okay.
So now, because back in the day, you just had to pass one. It just pushed through your dick, and it didn't matter how big it was. But they are so painful. I was crying. I was like begging for like, what did I do wrong? Like, please make this pain stop. I'm sorry.
You talking about giving birth?
That's
No,
what they. That's
right,
what they
that's
compare
exactly
it.
what it feels
That's what they
like.
compare it to. It's like you're pissing out every bad decision. Like,
Oh, kidney stone.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like what gives you a kidney stone? Everything that's amazing gives you a kidney stone.
Yeah, it's
What
gives
doesn't
you-
give you a kidney stone? Water,
Yeah.
Like-
coffee.
That's right. Pissing with your
Monsters, Red
balls
Bull,
out.
Yeah, gout
will give
gout
you
and
kidney
kidney
alcohol,
stones.
and it gives you
Same
gout
thing,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little flare up of gout. That scared the shit out of me.
Fuck that.
So
hated
what
that.
swole
What's-
up?
your tooth.
Yeah,
your
no,
toes
it's
getting
insane,
up.
right?
You're really
Like-
sore.
Like, did you have it like in your?
No, it was in my big toe, and I had probably I was not eating right, and I was living off of like between 800 and 1200 milligrams of caffeine a day, mostly through coffee and energy drinks.
Should've just got
And
some
it just
Coke.
it turns your blood like so acidic that just early onset, like for a week and a half, my hands were stiff and it was like arthritic. And then like 2 weeks after that, I had an attack. And I was like, "The fuck is this?"
And then your toe just blew up.
Not bad. It was like very, very mild, but it would like lock up, and it was pretty goddamn painful. But
Right.
like,
Were you able to walk?
yeah, but it was like pretty goddamn
Yeah,
painful.
people walk around with gout all the
Yeah,
time.
but
Oh, yeah.
but
It's
it
not
was
like no, like
like, dude, I'm
flare-ups.
26. It freaks me out, and I was like, what could be doing this? And then people like, I looked it up and talked to my dad and like some other doctors and whatnot, and they were just like, yeah, like if you're drinking that much caffeine and like eating like shit, your blood just is like, well, we've got a lot of
president
uric
had it really
acid.
bad?
Yeah.
That's what?
Which president had like really bad gout?
I imagine most of them.
Taft. I
Yeah.
think it was like
Yeah.
Well, that guy was so big. Of course he did.
Well, they call.
He's laughing at so hard.
He's like Taft. Don't be ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure it was Taft.
I only know that because
Excuse me,
somebody has.
Caleb, could you Google that? Am I doing it wrong? Google
I know
Taft.
someone that has a. I know someone that has a bit about it. I can't remember who, but they say that the president had Taft had it. I think.
All right.
Ah, all right. He was also
Like-
the guy that got stuck in a bathtub,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, gout
What a
and
fucking
fatness
loser,
usually
dude.
like that goes together.
But was he a racist
Fucking
piece of
loser.
shit? Probably.
Like,
That-
didn't they call gout like the king's disease
royal
or the
disease.
royal
eating
disease
too
or
much
something?
like cured meat or
Yeah,
blood
yeah.
sugar
It's,
and
it's like if you eat too many rich foods,
Yeah,
you get the
liver
gout.
worse.
Beer's not great
Yeah.
for it.
alcohol
Yeah.
in general probably isn't good for it, right?
No, it'll give you
I don't know.
gout.
My dad'll have gout attacks and straight house whiskey still. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Not gonna give up the whiskey.
No, dude, not at all. Not at all.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
I'm convinced most people have a fucked up toe, so it's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
I say
don't
that
trust
because
people.
I have a fucked up toe.
So now,
Makes
how
me
is
feel
your
better.
toe fucked up?
Oh, I just have like crazy toe fungus.
Yeah,
on my
it's
big
gnarly.
toe.
Oh,
I
that's
hate,
a
I hate
nasty
seeing
ass.
Okay.
your fucking foot.
Fucked
It's
up
the
foot.
grossest thing.
No,
ever.
Yeah.
it's not gross
I
at
saw
all.
it.
It's
No, I saw it
cancer.
like 3 days
It's
ago, and I was like,
unique.
"What the fuck
It's
is that?"
unique.
I have a unique toe.
For being on Earth for literally just over 2 decades, you got a fucked up foot.
Yeah,
I'll tell
dude,
you right
you
now.
look like you have trench foot from World War One
got some-
warfare.
you got some
And you're
20s. You got
22.
some
I'm like, what the
6-decade
fuck,
feet
dude?
over there.
Right?
Yeah,
can
but
we,
it's
can, you-
all right
can we pull
because-
his feet out, please?
No.
Hey, you guys want to see our fucked
No.
up?
It's like,
No.
no, stop. I'm so curious to see what
Yeah.
your 20-year-old
Well,
foot
you
look
could
like.
like
That's
go.
gnarly.
Just look under the table.
You got a foot fetish?
Yeah, I'll show you
Yeah.
that in a second. It's not that bad. It doesn't even smell that bad.
Oh, is he taking
All right,
it out?
pull it out, dude.
Oh, God.
Pull it
It
out.
looks like it would smell worse.
Here
than
we
that.
go.
Hang on, he's got Converse on. This is gonna take a
He's the
second.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Converse do take a long time, right? Like,
Yeah,
like-
well, no, he's quick though. My
the way
man's
this
got
guy-
the sock off. Oh, you can see it. Oh,
Oh shit! I can see your toe.
yeah,
from
look
here.
at that fucker, right? Oh,
Stands out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
It's
swollen.
kind. It's
God.
almost green too. You
We
guys.
It
also
looks
told
like
him
my
a few days ago.
toenails.
His toe is green.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
like a
Okay.
light greenish color to it.
It looks like your
Like,
toenail
so
wants
So now,
to leave.
have you heard
Right.
of a podiatrist?
Have I heard
And
of
all
it?
of your
Like-
toenails.
Oh, yeah.
When is the last time you cut your toenails?
He
When's
doesn't
the
look at.
last time I cut my toenails? I don't know. I've been living.
When
out of a
was the
fucking-
last
Right.
orgy? Like exactly.
They're
Damn.
growing around the toe.
Right? How do your sheets?
Hey,
look?
while we're looking at stuff, do you
Like
guys
a
want to
week
see if
and a
this is
half ago?
herpes or not? I'm just gonna pull out my just the shaft though, because apparently I've been doing it wrong for fucking ever. You guys, are,
Yeah, you gotta pull the balls out, bro.
I got it.
Yes, yes.
Why does
I'm-
it keep
I'm-
going back to that?
I'm sorry. I'm just when you
You
realize
not
you've been
pulling
doing
your
something
balls
wrong.
out. You not pulling your balls out is weirder than this toe, and I'm gonna say that right now.
All right,
It's
I'll,
bizarre.
I'll
I mean,
This
I
toe
won't look at it
screams-
either.
You want to see it? Would you like to see my foot?
No, no.
It's just like, please,
no.
put it away.
God,
It's super
I'm-
hot right now.
I'm like
People are into
actually, so like I'm like phobic of fungus.
Oh, well, then
And-
don't. Yeah.
yeah.
You really
Then
don't
put
want
I've
the fucking
actually,
boot back
I
on.
fainted.
Oh, then
like,
it's just the devil.
yeah. It's so, yeah. No, I'm like I'm actually like trying to push back a panic attack right now.
Oh my god.
What the
but-
fuck? Why didn't
Somebody
you
get
tell
her a
us?
Zanny.
Well, you know, it's good podcasting. If I faint, then you guys can talk
okay,
about it.
enjoy
You
a
know,
couple-
but
trying
I
to
feel like it's like
friends.
10,000 degrees in here.
I mean, it's not. We might have made it sound worse. Burping
No,
on Mike's not great, but we made it sound worse than it actually
So
is.
I'll tell you guys, I've fainted before from like I have a thing about like nails, like fingernails, toenails, or whatever, and I fainted twice from the same person.
Yeah.
So like back in the day, I used to work at a Blockbuster, and this lady was handing me money.
That was back
Oh
in the
no.
day.
Yeah.
Oh
and
no.
so like she's handing me money, and she had like this weird fungus on her nail, and her cuticle was like swollen, and when she handed me the money, her pus on her finger
damn it! Oh my God.
squirted
I would have fainted.
and landed on my hand. And I just remember, like, I had the money in my hand. I looked and I saw, like, this little, like, droplet of pus on my
God,
hand, and I
no.
literally fainted. And so then, like, they went and they got the smelling salts out of the first aid kit.
Oh
So, like,
my God.
I woke up to, like one of my coworkers with the smelling salts, and this lady, like,
Oh,
over me.
Get your
with,
fucking
like,
hands away from me.
and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And then I saw the thumb again, and I like fainted
Oh
again.
my God.
It's because of you, bitch. Get away from me.
Hang on.
Back away.
Yeah, because nobody else
Get
knew,
the
right?
fuck-
No,
Like, she had no idea.
I didn't know either. Like I would like
Ah.
freak out if like somebody had like weird looking hands. I'd just be like uncomfortable. But like it was the first time I ever
Making
like,
us all
fainted.
self-conscious. You see him on your hands?
No,
went
no.
under the table there, like
Tell them
everybody-
how you dated a guy for like a month that was missing a finger.
Oh yeah,
Wait, hang on. Do you remember what she was renting?
no,
Do you,
no,
All right.
Do you have her number?
no.
The hand model.
Yeah, so like I fainted twice nightly, but I did date this guy for a month, and he was missing part of his index finger, but I liked him so much in my head I filled it in, so like I had no idea that like he was like missing part of his finger.
The
Like, yeah, like he was just like this, and so then
Those guys always want the most handshakes.
like yeah.
Or you gotta warn people. It's like, I'm coming in. I'm missing a finger.
I'm dead
It's
fucking
like-
serious.
yeah.
Dudes that are missing part of their shaking hand find every excuse to be like, I'm gonna touch somebody else's
It's like
hand.
someone please touch me. Yeah, so like I didn't know, and then we were out to dinner, and he's like, "Oh, this is like my 1 year anniversary," and I'm like, "1 year anniversary of what?" And he's like, "Oh, when I cut my finger off," and I'm like, "Cut your finger off? What the hell are you talking about?"
Fucking Van
And
Gogh.
then like he went and he like showed me his like finger, and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, and no, it's just like, "Oh, okay." And so I'm like, I need to run to the bathroom. And so like I text my best friend, and I'm like, "Oh my God, he's missing a finger." She's like, "I thought you knew that." And I'm like, "No, I didn't know that." And she's like, "Dude, how did you not know that? I noticed that the first day." And I'm like, "Oh, she's getting over this." I'm like, "I'm not fucking over this." Like,
Oh my God.
Oh my God, there's so much. Okay.
yeah, it's a lot.
Right? Is
My-
that a deal breaker for girls missing a finger?
No. I actually
Oh
knew
my
a
God,
girl.
she
in,
could have no limbs.
yeah, I knew a girl
I was
in
gonna
college
say,
missing
is
a
that
finger. Yeah.
an amputee? You could do that.
Yeah, dude,
No.
it's
Dude, Paul
unlike
McCartney's
unlike
wife had
some
one.
people at the table, we look at the soul. No, soul of the person. Just,
Right, because she immediately
no.
dumped him. No,
I was gonna
Sorry,
say,
I
I'm sorry.
got back
totally
together with him.
I misunderstood. She has to have all her limbs. I totally misunderstood the question.
no,
I
my
apologize.
brother has a pretty gnarly scar across the top of his hand because he got burnt by some shitbag with a sparkler when we were kids, and we had like a distant uncle who like was missing a few fingers and part of his thumb, and he saw my brother's scar, and he kept going to shake my brother's hand, and he kept going like, "Well, it looks like both of us have some anniversaries coming up," and it's a weird I'm missing part of my hand thing. They
Yeah.
keep those anniversaries. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's coming up. This
How
is
do
when I
you
lost
know he
old
wasn't
thummy.
talking about his wife?
Yeah, well, Bernie wasn't married. There it is.
I don't
Wait,
know.
how did
I've
he
had
cut
my
off his
tonsils
own
taken
finger,
out. I
though?
don't know what day that was.
Yeah, good
How
call.
did he cut off his own finger though?
Of the round saw.
Did he mean to, or was he a goof?
Nobody means to cut off their own
Yeah.
finger.
No, he was like
Vincent Van Gogh did.
Oh.
he was a carpenter, and I think that like he
It's
hit
always
the
that, man. It's always the carpenters cutting their fingers off.
yeah, he hit the
Do you
wood in a weird way, and it bumped, and it.
you think they finish the project though and go like worth
Always.
it? Like worth it?
But like
Always.
I would imagine they had to stain it cherry wood though.
Something,
Like,
something dark. Something
Or
dark.
do you put that piece of wood like on the wall? It's like,
it's like I would fucking burn the fucking round saw though. It's
Should've
like
took-
you took my
God, you
finger.
He should have put that shit in some milk and ran over to the fucking hospital. I don't know what he. What he just go? Oh, I'm good. I gotta
You don't-
finish this job.
That's for teeth.
right, right. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, are
Put
there,
my finger over there. I gotta
You gotta
finish
put it
this
in
up.
ice. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Was that a joke?
Wait.
No, you put it on ice. You
Ice,
put
yeah.
teeth in milk.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't even know you put teeth in milk. Why
No,
do you put?
teeth because they have the calcium.
Could you
calcium?
imagine if you
Yeah.
showed
But
up
they
to
can
a
put a tooth back in.
how about you put your
fingers floating inside of the milk?
a finger in a
Can you put this back on,
Oh,
Doc,
it's
please?
ice, not milk. Go fuck yourself. Okay, well, anyways, keep your
Whoa,
teeth in
you
your
don't get
mouth.
to tell us
How's
to
that?
go fuck ourselves.
Dude,
It's not milk.
if you showed up to an ER with a milk cup with a finger in it, I'm calling the cops, dude.
Fuck yourself.
Oh my god, I
he's like,
cut my
"Look, it's
arm
my
off. Somebody come
finger."
and put it in Sprite.
Milk does wonders in all kinds of shit.
Oh, get the
Yeah,
fuck out
great.
of
Wait,
here.
so now if your
Naturally.
tooth comes out, you put it in milk and they can put it back in? Like, why do you put the tooth in
Yeah,
milk?
actually,
Yeah,
just don't.
I think
Because
they
the
can put it back in.
calcium
Yeah,
in
the
it,
calcium.
but
it
it's,
The
breeds
calcium
strong
keep
bones.
it breathes. Yeah.
it's actually
It keeps
just
the
a
nerves
shat
alive.
marketing technique by
Did you pull
milk.
that out of your ass?
No,
No,
but like,
You're
Well, like,
like, it's-
literally,
I
I
was
thought,
pulling
like-
other stuff out of my ass.
no, but you're like,
I thought you were putting things
He's
into
talking
your ass.
about dicks.
But
Oh my, that's not what I meant.
How many peanut M&Ms can you fit in your ass?
How many come back out?
There's one still in there.
Is it a red one?
shake, shake.
You just put 'em
You
all
sound
in
like
your
a
ass and
cassava.
you fart and you pee.
Tap, tap.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, no, get back to these teeth.
Okay, so yeah, the
So
the
like
nerve
your
endings
tooth gets
on your
knocked
cheek-
out, you
yes,
put it in milk,
and milk, and then
and
you
then you
should
go
be
to
able
the
go
dentist?
and they should be able to put it back in.
but how long does it last in the milk?
It's not very
37 minutes.
Yeah, you made that up.
long. No, I'm pretty sure this is like true.
And then you put it in
I've
milk,
never heard of this
and then
shit
you
before.
take it to the hospital. I don't know.
I heard that as a kid too,
I
but
heard it
like
as a
with a
kid
lot
too,
of
but,
lot of
like-
things in life, now I'm thinking like, was that just somebody fucking with me while I was a kid?
Right.
Like, oh, if you lose a tooth, put it in milk, dipshit. Like, all right, I'm a
I've
child.
never
I'm not
heard
gonna
this
question
I've never
that.
heard
Makes
this ever.
sense.
Yeah.
I've never heard this
Put your
ever.
teeth in milk.
Yeah,
Never,
No.
ever.
yeah, for sure.
And we went down that rabbit hole because I said you put your cut off finger in milk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that to me, actually do
That
that.
one sounded
Do that.
crazy.
If anybody
But I,
here just savagely cut off their own limb, put it in milk.
Put
and
it
just,
in milk.
Just let me. Oh god.
Yeah, why
tell me
don't
how
you
that
put it
bit
in a
goes.
milky ice bath
Slide-
just to be double
Slide
safe?
into my DMs with the results,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, for sure.
Let's slide into the DMs.
on your
Who was
Twitter?
there when he cut his finger off, though? Can you imagine being alone?
Not
and
Marissa.
you cut your
It
finger
was-
off?
You
Like,
were
I would
there.
have fainted.
Is that?
I would've
No?
fainted.
All right, all right.
You would have known,
and
though.
bled out.
It's just like, oh shit. It's like,
I
yeah.
just don't understand the put it back mentality. I guess I'm just too accepting that if I cut my own finger off, I'm like, well, that's one less. All right. All right.
We're getting close to like, oh, we'll just grow you a new one. Come back in a week.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a
Yeah.
We're
cheesehead.
getting there. We're all for the next 24 hours gonna be so goddamn on guard of our hands.
I
It was
know.
like, oh my
Just
God.
I keep
keeping
looking
them
down
in.
at my hands.
Yeah,
like,
oh,
All right,
no.
everything's
my
still
God,
there.
they're
It's
all
still there.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's
man,
like
I
it's
play
there.
can you
loose and
imagine the
fast.
depression you go through?
Consistently.
Like, after you're missing a finger? Like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then I started freaking out because, like, you know, like, his nubbin went in personal places, and I
God
was
damn
like,
it.
it was just like, like,
He was like, wait, how about that one?
it's just like, it's like I never
Was it the
noticed.
change, collect change finger, check for change finger?
Like, it was also strange because the part of his nail was growing out the side of his
Damn.
nub.
What the fuck? Why the fuck did you not notice that?
I just really liked him, and
How
I think
long
I just
did you
seen
date this
those.
guy?
oh, like a month. It was like
Oh,
a
it was a
month.
month? All right,
Yeah, it was like a
that's-
month,
all
and I
right.
just think I just filled it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
schlong.
I dated
Pretty
this girl for
decent.
like
Yeah.
6 months and
All
didn't
right.
realize she was a dog the whole time.
Uh,
Kind of nuts.
yeah, the cops are still after you for that one.
Shapeshifter.
So now, have you guys have done comedy in New York so far, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So now, what's the biggest difference between like doing comedy in New York and doing comedy from Michigan?
Yeah, we're bad here. And,
He's speaking for himself.
oh, fuck you, dude. No, it's just everybody here is like quick and for the most part is appreciative of the amount of time they have.
Also, not everybody.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, no, it's weird. You get 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes here at an open mic. Like that's kind of industry standard in New York. In Michigan, at most open mics, it's like 5 to 7 minutes, which like that's
a show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And also
showtime.
people treat it like
Everything's
shows.
a
Like,
show.
I'm booked
Yeah.
all
Everything's a
month.
show
And,
there.
you know,
Yeah.
a bunch of, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like back home, like everything's a show. It's pretty much how it's considered. Like you book it early, everybody comes out, and no, I just the competitive drive here is really good, and you can just tell that the hustle is so much stronger and faster here. Like it's a bigger bell curve, so the better is better here, and the worse is worse. But
Yeah.
It's insane. You're just like, oh, this is eye-opening, and welcome to the motherfucking race. And you're like, okay. yeah. So it's humbling. I'll say that much. Like, you're like, okay, I suck.
Yeah, but I mean, no matter where you go, most of us are pretty bad at it, so we just kind of keep being bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get less bad, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, you just
That's
gotta put your
goal.
10,000
Goal.
hours in.
Yeah,
Yeah, milk and
right.
glad.
Then you see someone that's good, and you're like, get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
you're like, how did he get 10,000 hours so quick?
my man's a master.
Yeah.
It's like he lives at the open mic. So now like you have like real audience at your open mics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, because here open mics are like,
it's
Peop-
all comics.
People in
Yeah.
Michigan love free shit, so a free show, and
Yeah.
it's entertaining. There's not as much going on, so yeah.
You throw in a happy hour or a beer deal with that, and people are in. They're like, "Fuck yeah, all right."
Yeah,
I
that's
get to leave
weird.
the sad cabin for a few hours.
Yeah.
I don't know
the
that I've.
Midwest is a sad place.
Yeah, it sounds it.
People are always looking for
Don't
anything.
act surprised. You guys have heard of Detroit. It's
shows
not
in,
like
shows in
Right.
Flint are. They're always very appreciative in Flint.
yeah. It's weird.
Only if they have free water.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because like headliners headliners from like New York and other parts of the country will come through the Midwest or like to Detroit in general, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is like a starved audience." It's just people waiting for like comedy. And good comedy on top of that. They're like, "Oh my God!" Like, so it's cool like that forgotten places and Rust Belt and flyover states are like, "Oh, we'd like some of the good stuff." Too. Like the coasts are starting to be like, "Oh wow, we can make money here and people give a shit about us." It's
Yeah,
like,
I
yep,
really
yep.
like seeing local Detroit in like Michigan, any Midwestern comic really do like 7 minutes in front of like a crowd and then not do well, and then they're like, "Wow, what a bad crowd!" It's
Yeah.
like, remember, you just did
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
just
you're just
did
not
good.
good.
You're like bad at this,
Yeah.
man. Just
Yeah.
be bad. It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
Except that it's not good.
Yeah.
So now, where else have you done comedy? Like, have you gone to L.A. or Boston or?
All over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We've been lucky. Like Zach and I have gone around a decent amount of the country, and yeah, I don't know. We were in L.A. You did really well in L.A.
It's because I'm really good at this.
Yeah, Zach's so good.
It's the only reason.
No, like
People are like, "Wow, you were good up there," and it's like, "Yeah, I would expect."
yeah, super
That's
good.
why they
I want to
booked
I
me.
want to be that confident constantly.
No,
just
it's-
for 5 seconds in a podcast.
No, L.A. was cool though. We got to do the store, and
Okay.
He's talking about the comedy store.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Wait, I thought he was talking
Not
about
just a
Kmart.
convenience
Yeah, yeah. No, we went to a Target and murdered. No, but
Means
Murder
something
in aisle
different
4.
Detroit, by the way.
what's it?
We went to a Target and murdered.
Yeah, we went to the comedy store in Detroit. But no, so yeah, we've done L.A. just to see how that felt, and then like New York, and if you want to keep the delusion going, at some point you got to realize like, yeah, I should probably move. I have to move, and it's weird because you immediately feel that like big fish, small pond, and then you're like, oh, you're not shit, but then it's just like you repeat the process where you're like, yeah, I'm not shit here, and then just stick around. I hope.
But it's very
Get
important
better.
to remember that you're never shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Which New York reminds you of, no matter what you're doing. There's like, you'd be like, wow, that was like a pretty good set. And you walk outside, some guy's like screaming at
Yeah,
like, a
like,
mailbox. and
fuck
you're
you,
like,
you suck. And you're like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
right,
yeah, no.
None of this means anything.
You're right. I'm not shit.
Yeah,
That's-
it's.
We're all mere grains of sand in the hourglass of time.
Deep. I will say.
I don't know. We should go back to 3 hours
Yeah,
a set.
yeah,
I don't know if we need to do
for real. Yeah,
this.
let's do some fucking. I will say this: the coolest thing is if you can make a room full of New York comedians laugh at something, there is that like. Whoa, like that might be a good one. like I
Yeah.
made a bunch of people waiting to do their time, either mulling over their own stuff or apathetically being like, this guy sucks and I'm going to rule next.
Nick
Right.
Mullen, what?
Is that what?
Is it Nick Mullen, what?
Ooh, that's a little call out. Hot.
I just, I don't even get it. Am I being Mullen-esque right
No,
now?
no,
Oh.
because it just sounded like Nick Mullen when you.
Oh, okay.
Not what you. It sounded like you actually said Nick Mullen.
Oh,
You
okay.
said sitting there Mullen.
Oh, sitting there mulling. All right.
Anyway.
Sorry, the beers are hitting me now.
So this was the brewski part.
Yeah, this,
Right,
this
yeah.
was the
I just
brewski
got
part.
brewski.
part.
Yeah.
Surprise, I'm Brewski.
So now, out of like the places that you've done comedy, like where did you enjoy doing comedy the most?
I have no idea. Probably that show in Louisville.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that was
we
a
did
lot of
a
fun.
That's
yeah
fun.
we
That
went
show
on
in
like
Louisville, that was phenomenal.
an open mic ish tour.
It- It-
what-
I don't know
Yeah.
if we did like 20 minutes.
yeah,
each at
I mean yeah
shows.
we did
Not
did
quite
full
an open
sets.
mic
Yeah.
tour. Louis is an incredibly humble guy. He could headline and he would be like, Yeah, it was a good mic. It was a really good mic. we
Yeah,
did.
fair enough. All right. That being said, yeah, the Kaiju Cafe in Louisville was fucking amazing.
It was a
What made
really
it so
good show.
great?
Just an awesome room. It had
Yeah.
cool artwork. There was like it was like pinball arcade-ish bar area, and then the back room was the showroom. And it was just a good stage, and like the people there again were attentive. Like they laughed. They were there to have a good time. Like
It's just from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, good vibes.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
show like that, and that
Just-
one
yeah,
for
just-
never being there before, and being first timers,
Yeah.
and essentially no names. Right, you're like, oh, fuck,
Right.
this is a great show.
I wish I could remember her name. The lady that produced the show was fucking awesome. Like she took care of us. She was so cool.
Yeah.
Like
you got
she
3
promoted.
drink tickets. Now hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on
Right.
now.
3 whole
drink
ones?
tickets?
And
That's
hang on,
The 3 whole
I,
ones.
insane.
I
So
think
you
we
get
even
1.5.
got $20, dude. If
Yeah.
I doth recall, the three of us split $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there's also
USD.
free drink tickets.
Yeah, you're motherfucking right, and you bet your ass those drink tickets were good for tall boys and doubles. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we were treated
Talk
like
about
kings.
that's like 3 $5 drinks a piece.
Yeah, I was just saying, shouting out to the Kaiju Cafe. I do believe their mic is on Tuesdays in Louisville, so check it out
Shout
if you.
out.
Yeah,
Say, just give me $100. I'll get drunk here anyway.
Yeah,
man.
for-
You might
for-
as
for
well
real.
At that point.
I was like, keep your $20. You go get me more drink tickets, damn it.
So now, Aaron, like, where have you preferred doing comedy? Because you were here for a while. You were out in LA for a
Well,
bit, right?
We started, I think.
Yeah, around
so,
the same.
So, like,
Yeah.
when I was still living in New York, we did Laugh Lounge and all that, and that's
Yeah.
when we kind of did that class. And then I took a little bit of a break. I left in 2012, went to LA for 8 months, ran a show out there. I was doing a bunch of different smaller shows, and I ran a thing at Perch downtown, which was a good show. And that's there. Everyone's around, so you can kind of put good shows together. But I kind of didn't get real serious until I got to Chicago and like really the last few years grinding out there. So that's home now. But and New York is, I mean, it just changed. Everyone that I started to come up with here, maybe a few, I don't know who was around. I think Mark, I don't even think those guys that started, like Mark Norman and them were like 2009, 2010, something like that.
Right.
And then Laugh Lounge is gone, but like Sergio, remember those dudes?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then I'm like that guy Branham, like he's huge now, but he had just been the guy that he's on quick. What the fuck's he on? I don't know. He's all over the place now, but he was hosting some of those shows we did. But I don't know about New York this time. I mean, since I've been here, I did a corporate gig Wednesday, and doing that thing at Gotham on Monday, doing your show. It's it's definitely a separation from good shows and.
Right.
I mean the mics and
In
stuff.
my show, like.
Well, whatever you said, it could be full.
Yeah,
it
it could be. Yeah, it depends.
It is 6:30, but now
Yeah.
now that I started doing these corporate stuff, rehabs and stuff, I do shows at noon sometimes. So like 6:30 is not.
Yeah.
A
Comedy.
noon comedy show.
Nooners. I mean,
It's a nooner.
the money's
Getting
there.
the nooner.
Yeah.
Right, he paying me, I'll get up there.
Yeah. Dim the lights. Who knows? Whatever. But yeah.
I say keep
Yeah.
them on.
Yeah,
Now it
turn 'em
doesn't-
full
now it
It's all
does,
the
dude.
same
Right,
shit.
now
If
It's
you
all
can't
really
handle
the
it
same.
full light,
I
get the
see
fuck
bad
out of
comedy everywhere. I see bad headliners. I see good headlines. It's like you see people that, oh, this guy is amazing and he sucks. Whatever. I think wherever you are, I think there's
Hey,
just
name
it's a-
names.
No.
No,
You know what I mean? No, it's not
Who's
like
bad at comedy?
what I'm saying is like you said, oh, in New York it's so humbling. It is in some ways because you do see some really great guys. You see some horrible fucking comics.
Yeah, I would
there.
also like to take a second and disagree with Louis about New York being humbling.
All right.
But Putnam, go back to what you were saying.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I did a show Tuesday night at a bar show, and there's 5 people on the show, and thank God they jumped. It's like you're talking about people that are not writing anything, and they're up there fucking talking about their pussy, and it's like it's not funny. It's like this is New York. It doesn't mean you're good just because you moved to New York and you can afford to live here.
Exactly.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I agree. with
Yeah.
that.
I see guys in fucking Cleveland and Toledo that murder. You know what I mean? And it's like
There's
because
bad
they
comedians
Everywhere, yeah.
because they
Everywhere you
sat
go.
down in the morning and rewrote their fucking set and listened to their set and did well. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
People
the same thing with it's like Louis
Interrupt
was
me
saying
again,
making
motherfucker.
Louis
Oh,
Louis
shit.
saying there's like it's like it's a great feeling to make like a room full of comedians laugh, and I feel like it can be, but it's like most of these guys you don't know. And it's like half of those guys in that crowd could have like bad senses of humor and not be like very good comedians.
Well, that's why I
And so-
never like if I do a joke and it kills in a mic, then I don't think it's good for regular people because
It's
like
you
Yeah.
never-
we're all
it's
fucked
a
up.
bad gauge. Comedians are a
Yeah.
horrible gauge for what's
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
like I do Laugh Factory on a Saturday night when couples are there out drinking 2 drinks each and they're laughing. I'm like, then
This
I
is a good.
I feel
This
like
is a
I
joke.
feel like a
Joke.
comedian.
Yeah.
I hate going to the small alt rooms and feeling like I'm bombing because some chick I'm not talking about fucking Twitter or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that it's a hard gauge. It's like those very specific, bar show kind of.
Well,
ju-
plus
I
at
get
like
off
on like
on
a personal
punishment is
level
all,
when
so.
I'm watching comics, especially at like open mics, and then you realize you're in a room full of comedians. Like the stuff that makes me laugh out loud versus the stuff that I look at and I go, "Wow, that's like really funny," and this guy would kill at like a show, are two different things.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
personal sense of humor that's gonna make me laugh out loud probably doesn't kill. In
Yeah.
like a room full of actual
Well, yeah.
audience members.
When you're in a room full of comics, how much do we laugh at somebody that like
Barely
fucks
ever.
up, or like that,
Right,
that
exactly.
Yeah.
or they fuck up and then they admit the
Well,
fuck
there's
up?
there's a
that'll
lot
get a
of
good
elements
laugh
to
from
it
comics
for
too, like-
comedians, for sure.
No,
There's
it's
a lot of elements.
I meant just humbling in not the fucking the jokes necessarily, right, or the open mic. I just meant like the grind and the hustle, like to move here and then to enter at that level, and then the people that then somehow get through that and then are like amazing comedians.
Right.
That to me is like, oh shit, like that seems like such a tough fucking journey. That's humbling to me. The showing up to a 2-minute 30-second mic and just doing
Yeah.
it. I'm like, yeah, dude, I can do that. I'll do that, and sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's awesome, but it's like the whole atmosphere to me is one of those things where you're like, oh shit, I'm a speck. Like, okay, let's see what I
Yeah.
can do.
I will
That's-
say for sure these mics that are like 2.5, 3 minutes, it's like, because that's not really my writing style, but that'll really push you to like, okay, if I really want to have some fun up here, let me write 3 setup punch, and see how that feels. So I
Right.
think that's definitely for me is a good, lesson. I mean, good thing therapeutic thing to do.
Chances are, if you don't like doing something, it's because it's hard, and if something's hard to do, it'll make you better. Like that's how I look
Very
at it.
true.
All right,
Right.
and I'm done,
Uh-oh.
and I'm done.
No, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
But yeah, no. So we're going to wrap this up and take a quick break. I don't know if you guys have anything going on after this, but feel free to stay if you don't. But before we go, just quickly, where can everyone find you on social media? What projects do you have going on next? I'll start with you, Zach.
I'm on Instagram at Burkhar is my last name, Z. It'll probably be in the description. I also have a book out of like cartoons and like short stories. It's a comedy book. I'm making fun of ironic hipsters.
What's it called?
It's called Hippler.
Where can they
Hippler.
find it?
Okay.
Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. It's $5.
It's
It's insanely
It's
cheap. I
$5.
literally make no money off of it. I just like trying to sell it to people.
Don't be dumbing down your book.
It's
Full of low
phenomenal.
self-esteem.
It's
It's
a
a
good book,
phenomenal
yeah.
fucking book.
There
You want to
go.
get that
What
toe
I'm saying
There
flight?
you
is,
go.
I'm giving it away because I'm a no-name comedian who wants people to have my shit. So it's very
Buy 2 of them so that he can go to a foot doctor. Louis.
Yeah, so Zach and I have something called Salsa Parlor going on. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Salsa Parlor. And it's just funny sketches, videos, stuff like that, hot takes. You can find us on YouTube as well.
Yeah, if you thought I was insufferable on here, you should check out Salsa Party.
Yeah, wait. Salsa Parlor.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
barely in
fun.
them. I edit everything.
You're in them. Shut the fuck up. All right.
Barely.
And then you can find me on social media. I have a Twitter, but mostly on Instagram at Lou the Surgeon. And if you DM me and you're cool, I'll make you out of Lego and put you in a little diorama.
I'll also send
I'll
you a
send it to
picture
you.
of your
Uh-oh.
dick.
Yeah, yeah. But no, at Lou the Surgeon.
I'm about to DM you right now.
And then look, I don't know. Look for my dates. I post a schedule up, and I suck less than some, but more than most. But I've made some people laugh, so check me out.
That's
So check
really,
me
that's
out.
a fucking great bio.
Yeah.
I suck less than some and more than most.
Aaron.
Yo, Aaron-Putnam.com. All my dates, mostly Laugh Factory in Chicago in June. Here I'm at Gotham on Monday night at 7. And that's about it. At Aaron Putnam Comedy Instagram.
All right, cool.
All right.
This has been Big Talk and Brewskis. We'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you. Yeah, big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. Water cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Big talk and brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. Water cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Kicking back, having a few beers, we're chatting. Pull up your chair, we're all relaxing. Any subject, we never dismiss. Big talk and brewskis with Marissa Smith. Comedy, sex, relationships, war. Any subject, we got it in store. Big talk and brewskis is coming in live. Crack when open, Marissa has arrived. Big talk and brewskis with Marissa Smith. Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Big Talkin' Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. I've got Rodna Daniels with me,
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
and I've got Todd Monacy with me.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. So, how have you been, Todd?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I just walked into a zany conversation you guys had about someone having gangrene feet, and then someone's taking out their balls while they're peeing in public.
Right. So now, where do you stand on the balls, no balls while peeing debate?
Honestly, I'm sorry, man, but I'll keep my balls in. All right. I just feel like if you take your balls out, that's like wasting extra time. I mean, that's one of the great inventions of like having a zipper, you know, and being a man. You can just take it in, take it out. That's like a couple seconds. I feel like you take your balls out, then you got to put your pants back on, put your underwear.
Well, see, that's the whole. You're getting confused. You're not taking your whole pants off. You're just unbuttoning the top button or the buttons and the zipper. You're taking your whole dick out.
Yeah. But what if your balls get strangled? That's what I'm scared about, you know?
Wait, how would your balls get strangled?
Yeah. I feel like it's
Well-
very uncomfortable to balls. I feel like ball safety is the first safety issue. that
'Cause
needs to-
Yeah, I mean, because balls are really sensitive.
Yeah.
No,
You
but
don't
like,
have
how would your balls get strangled?
How would they get strangled?
All right,
'Cause
what if
it's
your underwear?
open.
Yeah, all right. I don't know about you, man.
I don't have balls, so like, I need to explain this to me like I don't have balls.
I wear boxers, all right? Boxers, your balls got to get hanged. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting them in a hanger.
Oh yeah, because you have extra. Oh, okay.
So you don't wear, he doesn't wear boxers.
I don't.
See,
I don't wear
see?
underwear.
See,
So.
oh, okay. You don't wear underwear. That makes sense. You don't wear
So
underwear.
it's not an extra. There's
You're
not
free
like
balling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, ever?
For the most part, no.
Like, what about the winter?
Then I have on long johns.
But you don't have underwears on under your long johns?
No, because then my balls really sweat then. If
Oh.
you have on like a pair of like underwear and long johns and some jeans, like
All
fuck.
right, quick
You know what those balls smell like after 10 hours?
Well, I have a question though. Like, what about like? I feel like free balling. Like, say if you're wearing tight jeans, doesn't that just feel extra like annoying? Because your balls could just like.
You gotta ask him.
No,
I don't have balls. I don't know what your balls
See,
feel
I guess
like.
I feel like you would have to have like huge balls for it to be like a factor. Like I have regular sized balls.
Yeah.
So
I got big balls, ladies.
oh, okay. See, right. If you have like
Yeah.
those big elephant
Cojones
balls,
más grandes.
right? It's like the extra elephant balls. So then I could see why that would be a problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like.
They're like low hanging.
Yeah, because I don't want you don't want your balls to just like squish. It's easily they squish easily. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, Play-Doh, and it's just stuck under like the side of your leg.
Oh, that's
I don't
the
want that.
worst.
Yeah.
When
I
they're
don't want
stuck to
that.
the side of your leg.
Yeah.
Oh. So, I
You're like, wait.
Yeah, like I'm just
Like back to the underwear.
So like, there's so many
Marissa,
things
what else you want to learn about men's testi?
about the. Well, at what age do they start like hanging low?
I mean, I feel like everybody's balls are different. Like some guys just have big balls just in general because like they have big
But
balls.
like when you start getting like old man balls,
yeah,
where they
well, 'cause
start like
older men, they do
droopy
that,
and
they
they start
drop.
like Yeah. But
my balls are getting lazier. I'll tell you that. They're not as
Firm.
I think they're all right. You know, I'm 37, so they're it's like LeBron out there. They're still playing. They can score 50, but they might need a new team. I think I don't know what that means, but you get it.
So like it's just like there's no like age that it starts happening.
I think when you get in your 40s, they start to like hang lower.
Or like 50 you worry about.
50s.
50 days just like,
Then it's just
I
like
don't know.
it's down to your knees.
Yeah.
I would disagree because like now granted I probably have not had as wide cross sampling of the penis as Rodney, but I have seen a dick or two, and I feel like once guys start hitting 30, their balls start getting a little funky. Like it's like I feel like 29
Funky as in
as in they're not like as like high up or tight. Like it's like I just feel like they start getting like loosey goosey.
Balls are man titties. You know what I'm saying? They're like titties for men.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a great
Yeah,
example.
but we don't have man bras or nut bras.
Right, because if you had like something that cuffed that motherfucker to keep him like
Up.
That's
then-
underwear.
up,
That's underwear,
though.
you know? That's
Oh
kind of yeah.
shit! So because I haven't been wearing underwear for like 10
Your
years,
balls are gonna
my
be all,
balls are gonna be fucked up when I get like 40.
You gotta have 80s balls. Like those 1980s balls. Like those John Holmes balls. Where it's
Your
just all,
balls
like,
are just gonna be all loosey goosey.
Oh god, and that's the worst when you meet a guy and his balls are bigger
Like-
than his dick.
Oh, that or like that is very strange. Like that has happened.
Yeah,
like,
where they have it's like a thick short nub, like 6 inches, and their balls.
and then
are,
the
like,
balls are just like
9
yeah.
inch, 9-inch saggy balls.
It's not a good look. It's not. It's like they've got like a grapefruit and then a kiwi. It's like it's like
No, the guy that I fucked around with today, my 3 hours,
your session.
my 3 hour
Just
session.
Your
keep
therapy
rubbing it
session.
in, by the way. BT
I had-
Jobs, you're just like,
By
yeah, I
the
fucked
way,
for
I
3
had-
hours
I fucked
today.
for
What
3
did you do,
hours.
loser?
Earlier, I feel really relaxed.
Oh, I'm
But-
sorry. Were you doing spreadsheets today? Ha ha ha.
He likes for me to shave my balls, though.
Oh, this is the ball one? The ball shaver?
Like, I
Okay.
shave my balls before I meet up
Does
with
he
him.
like want to make it a thing and shave your balls?
I've had that happen before. No, he doesn't want to shave he wants me to come already shaved.
Oh, he wants
But-
you already prepared.
Is this a white guy or black guy?
White guy. It's
I
a
can
white
see
guy.
that. I
It's
can
a
see
white
it.
guy.
Let me see you into that white chocolate.
It's like, give me those freshly shaved chocolate balls.
They're like raisinets.
More like Whoppers, Marissa.
Not goobers. Got a little peanuts.
But when you shave the hair off them, they're more sensitive.
Well, yeah.
That's kind of nice. He's like, what?
Wait, I heard if you shave it though, like if guys shave it, it makes it look bigger though, because like the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
hair, yeah,
Hair makes
They're-
it look like,
it's in the woods or somewhere.
Right, exactly. You're like,
You
whoa.
can't see the forest for the trees. Yeah.
Man. Also, too, say like, I guess you have to keep groom because sometimes if they don't go down on you, like somebody, and then it's like they get their hair stuck in their teeth. Yeah.
Wait, who's biting hair?
No, I'm saying sometimes
No, when
you
you're
know,
going down, and
Yeah.
then like, if it's a big old bush, you're gonna come up with some hair. You've
Okay.
never had that happen. Like you're on the train, like you're just giving somebody head, and then all of a sudden, you get a puke.
Mercy, do you
I've-
do that or?
What, give head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like,
Yeah.
but I just guess like I'm like in my head I'm doing like the Dickodex of like all the people like, and I'm like I've never had a big bush problem for like I've never
Oh,
no.
okay.
I was saying I don't think I have a big bush problem, but I had like oh yeah, hair,
I've no like I literally
Do you shave often, or
I don't
it's like
shave. I don't shave.
you don't? Oh,
No.
oh.
It's like, what's down there is up there.
Well, it's like wait, 'cause right now, I'm looking at the top of your head now, and I'm thinking about your bush.
It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
it's like how would he even know if his balls were out? Like
Right at that point, right?
That's what I'm saying. I had to think about that too. I was like,
Right. But then it's like, how big is your dick, though? You got to be packing in order for you to be able to see it through all that, afro.
yeah, no, I'm trying to think about that, but I feel like
What if they
All
have
I-
salt and pepper pubes? Is that a turn off?
No, like no. I don't want. If you have gray pubes, like no, no.
Just a call. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, damn, that's a mature dick.
You know, I think it's like pubes. Like
I get thrown off by like the wrinkly balls. You think I can handle gray pubes?
wait, so I thought balls
Not
are wrinkled when you're.
completely gray pubes, like salt and pepper pubes. Completely gray pubes are like.
No, you
I
need
think-
to
I
shave
think-
that shit.
I think once you get gray pubes, you have to be like 60 or something, right? Because pubes, like hair, like they go like late. Like I have. Like,
No,
like
I've seen
chest
some
hair-
40-year-olds with like some gray pubes.
Oh,
I don't know. I've
only
I've
seen
yet
my-
to see a gray pube.
have you seen my male pubes? Yeah.
Wait, you don't have any gray pubes? And we have a
No.
little salt and pepper going on right here? No.
A little bit, yeah.
A little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
okay,
But
okay.
my top of my hair is like
It's
pretty
a-
good.
okay, yeah.
Even though, you know, sometimes I'll see a gray and I'm like, oh. But, you know, but I use hair oils and shit, you know,
Yeah,
take care of myself, you know.
but yeah, gray pubes now. Cause like I still like I definitely think that it's like I'm starting to get to the age where I'm encountering more guys with like the weird like wrinkly balls, and it's just like, whoa, why is this so mushy?
I thought like young people like had wrinkle balls, and then when he gets older, you lose the wrinkles in your balls, right?
No. Usually younger guys have,
Have like the firm, hard,
tight
tight
balls.
balls.
No,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm talking about? We both
like,
are
really,
It's
just like
really firm. Those are the balls we want.
those are the good nuts.
The good nuts. We don't want like the because
So like they're all like loosey goosey and they're like
Kinda
fleshy
drippy.
and they're like no.
and there's like some clear skin flab and
Yeah.
like the actual testicle.
Those are bad
and,
balls. Those are bad balls. Like-
Speak for yourself.
well, you can have them. I'm not into
You
those.
can have all the flabby balls.
You take all the flabby balls.
I mean, those balls when they're like
The female delegation says the gays can keep them. Yeah, no, that's weird. So now, Todd, like, what have you been up to?
I just been doing a lot of comedy. I recently shot a pilot I'm pitching around called Who's Todd Mondesi. It's
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So basically, the premise is like it's a late night talk show, but I'm trying to get famous by the end of each episode. So so basically, for example, like I'd interview like a celebrity, or like say if I had a Judd Apatow or something on the show, I'd be like, "Hey Judd, yeah, you got Crashing season 3, great. How come you didn't call me back for it?" You know,
Right.
like stuff like that. You know, which would be cool. Hopefully it'll sell. We'll see.
Yeah, no.
I think it will. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. And then I do like stunts and stuff. And Bob Bell, I don't know if you know Bob Bell.
Yeah, I know Bob Bell.
He's my sidekick, who's like this math genius that doesn't want to be famous at all. So all
Oh,
he does is
okay.
just, like make fun of me while doing it. You know?
Okay, cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds fun. And then how's UGG going?
It's going great. Yeah, we moved to Drexler's at 9 Avenue A, which is dope. It's like in the East Village, right next to the library bar. It's really cool.
Okay,
Every
cool.
Tuesday, 8:30, we have like great big acts. We had TJ Miller come down recently.
Nice.
Yeah, we have upcoming. We have like John Fugelsang coming down, Rob Cantrell, Vanessa Hollingshead. It's gonna be an awesome summer, and it's still free, and we have drink specials, so it's gonna be great, guys.
Sweet. Yeah, it's always a fun show. Every time I go, it's always a good time.
Yeah, me too.
So now, Todd, what were your thoughts on Roseanne?
Yeah, I think she's just a crazy bitch, and I just don't get.
The bitch is
The
crazy.
bitch is crazy.
You know the weird thing is, here's my theory about the show Roseanne. You know, now she's pro-Trump because Trump won. I bet you if Bernie Sanders won, she'd be pro-Bernie Sanders, and the whole show would be about like, the working class like Bernie too. You know, I just feel like she's almost kind of a wagon jumper. You know, and I used to like her a lot though, but I don't know. It just seems like recently she's just trying too hard, which is like the biggest turnoff in comedy.
Well,
for
she
people.
got like so into conspiracy theories, and like she was all about Pizzagate, and she's like all like every right wing nutty conspiracy theory out there she has been tweeting about, which is kind of why I was so surprised that ABC greenlit the reboot of her show to begin with,
They wanna make
because
money. Yeah, it's money.
Right.
right,
Yeah.
but like you know that she is so unstable that like she's literally a ticking time bomb of like a shit show. every single moment of the day is a ticking time bomb of her becoming a shit show. And so, like, I thought when she was taunting the Parkland kids that would be it. But then it's like, oh, no, well, we don't care about the children. They just got shot up. She's just telling a harmless joke. But then, like, this one, it was just kind of like, I feel like third strike. Like, they just couldn't not do something.
You know what's really funny when she was saying, like, I didn't know she was black, but then she compared her to, like, apes and also black Muslims or whatever,
The Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, no one knew she was black until you revealed that, Roseanne. So you can't be like, oh, I didn't know she was black. Yeah.
Right.
What really sucks is now I can't do my Roseanne if I ever audition for SNL, because I had only, like, a couple of impressions. Roseanne, right? Alex Jones, and Kel from Kenan and Kel. That's about it.
So do your Roseanne here.
Oh, I didn't know she was black. Come on, I ain't ambient. Yeah. And then here's my Alex Jones. Now, let me tell you something. Parkland kids, well, you know what? They're a little screwy. And you know what? It's the government. And then white lives do matter. White lives do matter. It's basically sound like Hulk Hogan and having cramps.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It does sound like a crampy Hulk Hogan. I don't know. Like, it was just so strange to me. But then also at the same time, she was kind of like saying like how her castmates threw her under the bus, and like she's just was like trying to grasp at every straw as she was like falling down. Like it was just like it's a train wreck. It's like at this point, someone take her phone away.
Right. Like, but you would
Like, do
think-
you have like a husband or an
you would
agent?
think
Like,
that
take the
people
phone
would
away.
Have a handler,
Or someone
somebody
from
that,
ABC, right? ABC should be like, yo, take her phone out. Or, you know what? We'll take care of your Twitter. Don't
right,
worry about it. Right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, because you know that she's
Yeah.
already off. Like,
I think they were like, you know what? Let's get this third quarter money. And then afterwards, we could just dump her. Just say something crazy that we could just, so they could sell the advertisers for next year. Be like, oh, look what we got. Now we
Right.
got their money. All right, peace.
Well, I'm sure they would have to give it back, but like, now they're floating the idea of bringing the
heard
show
about
back
this.
without her.
without her and the whole family, and like there's a picture of like John Goodman holding an urn. Like, and the whole family. So like she's dead, and I
Yeah.
don't know. You think there can be a Roseanne without Roseanne?
Yeah.
She still has.
It's called the Connors.
Yeah. Well, if it's even based on her show, she's gonna get paid for it as a producer.
Which is
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll still like get money out of it.
But she won't get as much money, and those people won't lose their job. I guess that's
Which
kind of.
that was my whole big thing is like all these people are losing their jobs. Like it's hard enough to get a production gig, let alone and then something goes into the second season.
Especially like network
and,
TV.
Network TV, and now this bitch has to say something crazy, and now I don't have a job.
Right.
See, this is what happens when you rely on reboots, because most of these guys are just like has-beens, and they'll try to do whatever they can to be relevant. Why not just? There's tons of stories out there. There's tons of creative people out there. Why not fucking go out there and
Start a new story.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not down with the whole like Full House reboot. Just
yeah.
rebooting everything. Like these shows had an ending for a reason.
Yeah.
They are over.
Yeah, I saw 2.5
Like-
Men was trying to reboot.
It's
Like,
like,
Oh,
I'm like, come on,
really?
yeah, it just ended.
it
They trying to
just
bring
ended.
that back.
Like
Who were they trying to reboot it?
It was
with?
Charlie Sheen. He was floating around like, hey, let's reboot it.
He's the one that. Wait, did he get fired or did he leave? I can't remember.
He got fired.
He
No,
got
he got
fired.
fired after a while. With
Okay.
Tiger Blood.
Right.
Yeah. And then they brought in Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher.
Kutcher.
Kutcher,
Yeah. And then it didn't
She
last that much
wasn't- yeah, it
long
wasn't
after
like-
that.
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to bring 2.5 Men back when,
Well, and also the kid won't do it either because he's in a cult now.
Yeah.
The half man.
oh.
Yeah.
But the part that's crazy is they're bringing back like all these like actors that were in the show, and like it's 10, 15 years later, and I'm actually supposed to care about fucking DJ being the neighbor or the Full House. Like I don't give a fuck
I don't know
at this
if
point.
if you did not realize that sequels should not happen after this Blade Runner sequel, I don't know what's gonna it was horrible. Oh my god, it was like a tragedy and a travesty, and I love. And I love Ryan Gosling. Like I think he's hot, but like the movie itself was just like, why? Just why?
Well, see, I feel like movies are different. Like you know,
Well-
that's a little different than like a TV show that had like its full run, and then 10 years later trying to bring back all the cast members.
I just like
that
I
are
don't
fucking
know.
10, 15 years older.
I had like a place in my heart for Blade Runner just because I feel like Blade Runner was like the precursor to like the Matrix, like all of these kind of like futuristic kind of not like Star Wars, which is super sci-fi, but like more like dystopian future kind of films. And I had so much anticipation and expectation. And then when I saw it, I was just like, oh, why?
See, I completely agree. Like, and I'm a humongous fan of Sex and the City. Like, that was like I've seen every single fucking episode. The movie part 1 was amazing, but by
Part
the time
2.
part 2, I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, why are we in Dubai?
It's like
Sex in Dubai.
Sex
Am I
in
right?
Dubai. Who was in that meeting and said that shit was okay?
yeah.
Samantha's like 50, taking hormones. These are not the same characters that I grew up watching on the TV show. I'm just saying. And you realize they're really still talking about, I saw an interview with Sarah Jessica Parker, Sex and the City 3 is still happening, but without Samantha because Kim Cattrall decided she didn't want to do it.
Right.
Like,
She's trying to guilt Kim Cattrall to do it too, which is
Well,
hilarious.
she's like the oldest one though.
she's the oldest. Well, no, well, here's the whole thing was that, like, it was like the contracts were, like, settled, and, like, they had, like, dates to start production, and she pulled out at the end. Which is kind of like.
Well, she said she couldn't deal with
Sarah Jessica Parker
anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
But.
And now Cynthia Nixon's running for governor. So
Right, so she gonna be in the movie? Like, you in the movie?
Maybe
but
that's
you,
part of the movie.
right. Oh God.
Maybe this is one big
Right.
publicity stunt for Sex and the City 3.
You know what's gonna happen? It's just gonna be Carrie Bradshaw by herself. No one's her friends. She's gonna be a sad old lady living with her cats, blogging that no one reads. It's gonna be a really depressing Sex in the City.
Right.
Mr.
see,
Big
they should've-
cheated on her with the housekeeper and
Well,
then had a
like, That's
baby.
surprising, right? Girl, you already knew what he was gonna do.
It's like, girl, bye.
Girl, bye. He was doing that for 10 years already. You still got married to him anyways.
It's like, you knew it.
right.
So now, Todd, what do you think about this business with Samantha Bee? Like, I feel like a lot of Republicans and the right are saying that she should be fired, like Roseanne was, because she called Ivanka Trump a feckless cunt.
You know, it's just kind of annoying how like they had one cool thing. They were like, "Hey, why can't we say anything we want?" And now someone else is saying whatever they want, and now they want to shut that down.
Right.
And it just goes to show you.
That they're feckless cunts.
Oh yeah, exactly. And when did it become wrong for a white woman to call another white woman a cunt? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't they do that on a daily?
exactly. I know. It's like, who's supporting this? Bulimia? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna. It's just, let them have their
I
thing.
don't even think they're upset about the word cunt. I think that they are more upset about the word feckless because they probably think that it's like, oh, feckless means one of them freckle deplorables. Like, they have no idea.
I was like, right, what does feckless mean?
It just means, like, lacking character.
Yeah.
It's basically a
so
deplorable.
how is...
Ineffective, like
Right.
feckless, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did she say that was wrong?
Like,
She made me use the Googles to find out what the word meant.
Right.
So you can only use Googles once a year, otherwise the Googles dries up.
I feel like we're leading to like a passive aggressive civil war where everyone's just like tweeting at each other, and it's just gonna get to the point where like
Isn't it like that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so like that.
Yeah.
it's annoying. I feel like I can't even read like comment sections anymore because like it always devolves into like, well, you're a cucktard,
Right, because
you're a
every-
lib democrat cunt, and I'm just like, why am I reading this? Like Trump has ruined the internet by being the head troll. So everyone
Yeah,
else is
he's
trolling
a
now.
troller in chief.
Yeah, so everyone's a troll now. And half the things now on the internet's unreadable, undigestible. You can't anymore.
Yeah.
Because everything's just like, here's what I think. And it's just like, why do I care what you think? Just give me the facts,
But even like not
Right.
even on a trolling level, just on like an everyday basic level. I was reading this article on the train this morning and I literally thought that I was going to stroke out in a seat because like it was this politician. He's an independent. He's running in Virginia for Congress. I'm going to repeat, this man is running for Congress, U.S. Congress. He is a pedophile, self-admitted pedophile.
Self-admitted pedophile.
Self-admitted pedophile.
Wow.
He is...
That's just me.
Hey, this is what I do. I touch children.
It's Guthrow. Guthrow the kid toucher.
Just
Like-
let y'all know, but I want office.
He raped his wife.
Wow.
He has a 3-year-old that he wrote on his incel blog that he fantasizes about raping.
He's got an incel blog? How are you an incel and you have kids?
So he was an incel, and he ended his incelhood
What?
by getting married and then raping his wife. And so that's how he lost his virginity, was that he raped his wife.
What?
He's running for Congress!
Where?
Virginia. Like, it's like,
Oh,
what?
God, in a place where he could possibly win.
Exactly.
I guess
I'm like, what the
He's
fuck?
my people.
And he's got this thing where he thinks that women should be property and that they are born the property of their fathers. And then when they get to a certain age, then their father decides who they should marry. The father will transfer the rights of the woman from himself to the husband. And then if the husband dies, then the woman gets transferred to the son. Like, then he also believes...
To the sun.
He also believes that...
Well, she has only daughters. Then what happens? The
the-
cousin?
that
male
then,
cousin
Goes to nowhere.
The-
She
y-
gets auctioned off to the highest bidder.
Right, you're just a nothing. So then, like, he also believes that pedophiles should be able to go and adopt or have children so that they have sex toys to play with. And then he also believes that incels should be able to kidnap any woman off the street and keep them for sex toys and for baby making so that they can make more baby sex toys for the pedophiles to molest. I was about to lose my fucking shit. Like, I have, like, everything not to throw my fucking phone while I'm reading this article. Like, fuck this country. Like, I was so done. Like, I can't even pull together, like, the rage that I was, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, how does this happen? Like, how?
I guess Virginia is for kid touchers now, right?
I mean, it was insane.
Wasn't it always?
I mean, and cousin fuckers, but
I was
yeah.
gonna say yeah.
Kid touchers and cousin fuckers. What happens if he wins?
Brother fuckers.
Well, you know.
Sounds like a 1970s race. You brother fucker.
Shut your jive mouth, brother fuckers.
Yeah, when we're pitching like, oh, sorry, motherfucker. Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah.
We just got real black right there.
It's like Ronnie. It's just like, just in case you guys don't know, this moment was brought to you by Blackness. Oh,
Oh yeah.
can I have one?
Big
too?
talk, yeah. Big talk and brewskis are passing out brewskis.
Thank you. So I don't know. It's just, but like literally, what do we do if this guy wins?
Well, is it like for a county or
Well,
like
thank
what?
God we don't live in Virginia.
No, I
but
think it's like
still.
literally Congress.
And why is he not in jail if he like admitted to like
So he spent 14 months in jail.
that's it?
Well, not for the kitty touching. He spent 14 months in jail because he threatened to kill Barack Obama.
Wait.
So
While
obviously he's
Barack
white.
Obama was in office.
Yes.
So you can threaten the president and then still be able to run for Congress? Isn't there like
So there was a law passed in Virginia that allows, I believe, non-violent offenders that spend less than a certain amount of time in jail to be able to get their full citizen rights back once they are released.
Wait, is he a felon or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that's a felony for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. But like in the state of Virginia, if like let's say if I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass right now, but like let's say that you served less than 24 months and you were not like a non-violent offender, then you can vote again, you can run for office again, you get like full citizen rights back. But like literally, what are we gonna do? Because like, and one of the things that he says he wants to do is that he wants to pass pro-incest laws that will allow fathers to marry their daughters. Like that is like number one on his agenda.
I just can't see him getting votes. Like, how, is he
In Virginia,
This is Virginia.
I mean, is he leading, or is it like what's the?
he's an independent, so like,
I mean, I just can't see people vote. Yeah, I like that. Raping children, he got my vote.
he got to the point where he's on a ballot. So apparently enough people liked it for him to at least get on a ballot.
Oh man.
Like this is fucking scary.
Well,
It's like
there's like white people shit squared. Like, it's like. I mean, brothers selling weed and he still can't get out of jail, and weed's basically getting like legalized. And then this
right.
guy's
legalized
like,
everywhere.
I want to rape my child.
It's like I'm gonna rape its mother so that I can have a baby so that I can rape that. Like that's what this guy is saying. Like it's insane. Like I don't even understand. Like how does he breathe our air?
Yeah, I'm like, can he just try some therapy first before he's going out there?
I
with his
know
views?
there should be like some sort of psychological.
No, he should be under the jail, and I shouldn't even know that he exists because like that kind of evil should not even be amongst the regular people. It should be like in the sewer with the rest of the garbage. Like I am so angry that I even know this exists right now. I have no idea. I'm like hot. I'm hot.
It's like Game of Thrones, right? They should be like, shame,
Shame!
shame, shame. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
That's what they did to Tiki Torture guys, right? The Tiki Torch racists were in Virginia, right? With the plaid pin.
It was in Charlottesville. Yeah, is that Virginia or is it
West
was
Virginia.
was North Carolina?
Charlottesville, North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You'd think they'd be happy having like Donald Trump as president. They're still complaining.
You're right, and they're
They're
so
sore
right.
losers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sore winners, but like,
They didn't win. That's the thing. They didn't win. They're not going to get anything.
I mean,
The problem is though, there's no more middle class. So now what they have left is like, oh well, at least I'm white. That's it, and it's just pathetic. 'Cause that's not going to get you anywhere. You're still poor. They still don't give a shit. You think Donald Trump cares about these people? No, he's pandering to them because they're stupid and don't give him what he wants, which is like, oh, I'm the best ever. Thank you. He doesn't care. He's just signing whatever they tell him to sign. That's it. So basically, all these big businesses are making all the money, and these people are getting more marginalized. What's going to happen when everyone gets marginalized? There's going to be a big fuse. It's going to be it's going to be horrible.
Aren't we
Well, that's
already
the
all
thing.
No, I'm
marginalized?
saying like the next level where it's like, I mean, it's gonna be.
well, it can either go two places. Either we all keep separating ourselves and dividing ourselves into smaller and smaller pockets, or it gets to the point where we go more towards French Revolution, where everybody is like, well, there are the haves and the have-nots, and then the have-nots are like, fuck these people, let's take their heads. It's like it's gonna like there's like only two possible conclusions.
Or I could also see people just fighting each other, like on the street. Oh, whoa, he's a Trump guy. And like a weird civil war where it's like,
It feels like that now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, with the school shootings and stuff. and,
yeah,
like, I
or
mean,
just like just the heat that you feel on the train and the subway. Like you can tell.
Yeah, but I think that that's just. I feel like it's more like people are just adjusting. Like, like right before like people get into a fight and like you start seeing them and they're like kind of like moving back and forth a little bit, like like, and they're just kind of like adjusting their bodies, like, do I want to get in this fight? I don't know. Do I not? Like, I feel like that kind of like movement that we're seeing right now is just people trying to feel out where to go. But I think that when they start really seeing that all of these jobs that Trump said that they were going to get, they're not getting. all of this money that he said that they were going to get from these like tax returns, they're not getting. You know, all of this health care that he says was going to be so much better is not better. Like,
but it's the identity politics where it's just like, hey, but we're still white and they're still beneath us.
but I think that that's a valid point, is that the right will say that the left is all about identity politics, but the right is completely about identity politics, where they just identify with the fact that they are straight white people and that the rest of us are the freak shows, and it's just like, oh, well, they're only voting this way because they're black, or they only vote this way because they're gay, or they only vote this way because they're a woman.
They do the same thing.
But they're doing the same thing, except for like they're only voting that way because they're white.
No.
But then they don't even really realize that like you're not even the right kind of white to be voting that way. It's like you don't have enough money to be a Republican. Like only rich people make sense being Republicans because they're actually going to benefit from the tax relief that rich people get from Republicans. If you're just like a regular working schmo, like if you literally have to worry to yourself like, shit, if I take 2 days off this week, I'm not going to be able to pay my rent, you shouldn't be voting Republican. Those are not your folks. But it's just like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm white, he's white, I'm going to vote with him. One day I'll be able to afford to grab a pussy.
That's another big delusion where it's like, you know what if I become a millionaire? I need to be protected too when that happens. You're not going to be a millionaire. The
Right.
odds statistics are not.
Right.
You know, it's just that big delusion, that big illusion in America where it's just like everyone's going to, you could be rich. Anybody could be rich. When
Back
it's
to
not
that
true.
grab the pussy though. That still bugs me to this day. This happened during the election.
And
If it had
nothing.
been Obama saying grab the pussy,
Oh, no.
They would have lynched him. He'd be the first president lynched.
Yeah.
seriously,
On the White House lawn.
Exactly.
like, just baffling.
It's but
Baffling.
like I just how many women voted for him though? Like that is the thing that is like the most dumbfounding to me. It's like, how do you vote for this man?
Because white is before gender, race before gender. You know.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's totally insane to me.
It is kind of funny too, with like not to go back to Samantha Bebo, but they're like complaining that she said cunt when the president basically used that word. I
Right.
grab women by the pussy. Yeah, like he kind of made light of
Right, like
you
you,
know.
could have said grab him by the cunt. It would have been the same thing.
Yeah, but then they were saying like, oh well, that's just locker room talk. Well, isn't that locker room talk with Samantha B calling, you know, intelligent locker room talk? What she called Ivanka
a feckless cunt?
Yeah.
I
then
went
she's
to an
a
all-girls
comedian.
school. I'll tell you right now, we called girls cunts in the locker room all the time.
Yeah.
Usually it was you virgin cunt, but you know, it was cunt nonetheless. I don't know though. It's very strange because I just kind of feel like the only reason why like Trump and his people are upset that the word cunt was used was because it was used by a woman. I feel like if a man had called her a cunt, it would have been like, oh, you know, well, that's just locker room talk. He didn't mean it.
Controlling women's like, you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, oh, like a woman saying that word. It's like, oh, well, you're just a woman. You can't use that word. Like, I feel like it's less offensive when two women use it to each other. But I feel like for them, it's just like, how dare a woman have the balls to use the word cunt?
That is not part of
Back
polite
to
society.
balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then it's just like like, I'm clutch my pearls. But meanwhile, Scaramucci can talk about everybody sucking somebody's dick.
Ronnie, would you fuck Scaramucci? I feel like Scaramucci would like. I think Scaramucci might be on down low. You know? No.
No, I'm good.
What about Milo? You wouldn't go there, right? Even though he's kind of he claims
He's married to a black guy.
Yeah, supposedly.
We haven't seen pictures of him
Yeah.
yet.
Would you? Oh, and also, what's her name? The that white Tommy Lehman. Supposedly, she has like a black Republican boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then wasn't like didn't allegedly Ann Coulter also have a black boyfriend?
She's into chocolate. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Walker. She was
Yeah.
banging.
Yeah, she was like with him for a while.
What?
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I think you know what. I think I would hate fuck Ann Coulter. You know. I think she'd let me. You
She
know.
looks like
Hey, fuck.
Skeletor.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck! I hate you right now, but I'm gonna fuck you anyways. Take
like
this black
those-
dick.
Brittle bones would just like turn into dust. It's like fucking Indiana Jones.
You'll fuck her to dust.
Like pa.
Little coke explode like a powder.
God.
There goes Ann Coulter.
She literally looks like she's like one molecule of like H2O away from being like fucking a desert. Like I just feel like
Dry
she's dry as fuck. Like her eyes even look dry. It's like how do your eyes look crusty?
Should we edit this out that I said I'd fuck Ann Coulter?
Dry.
That's
yeah,
between-
you did say that.
Now I'm thinking about my. Wait 1 second.
Wait, did you
Todd,
say
that's
right.
between you and your maker.
You know what? I don't think I'd fuck Ann Coulter now. Now that you bring that up, yeah.
'Cause she'll fuck her
She
to
is,
dust.
yeah. That bitch is crusty as hell.
How dare you call her crusty as hell?
Yeah, crusty as hell.
Oh God, you gonna be next.
Now I will tell you right now, Michael Avenatti though, he can get it.
Who?
Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniels' lawyer.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he can get it. It's just like I don't know. When he starts talking about like this is gonna be the end of the Trump presidency, he's like, yeah, daddy.
Get it.
Yeah, get it. Take them down.
It's like
Yeah.
when Bay says he's gonna save the republic. Yeah, boy.
Well, you know the funny thing.
And I'm not even into bald guys. Go on.
With Stormy Daniels, like she's basically making a comeback in porn now because of all this. Like,
Oh,
she's
really?
Yeah. Like
She still works in porn.
I was
or-
watching like a porn and
I
like
thought she quit.
there was like a pre-ad where she's like, "Oh, I'm Stormy Daniels," and I'm like, "What? Really? You making a comeback out of this?"
Hell yeah, of course she is. She's trying to stack up all them chips.
And she's
Like,
making
You
appearances.
know you're current.
She's making appearances at strip clubs and stuff. So basically, this is like her like Letterman. This is like her big like
her big thing.
yeah, like this is her comeback. It's like Roseanne. This is her comeback, but like in porn.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was a thing at all.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I study up on all the
On
news
the
angles.
porn stuff?
Yeah. Investigative reporting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
One spank at a time. I don't know. The whole thing is very strange, but I think the strangest part about it is that Vladimir Putin and Stormy Daniels are like the only two people that he's not really nasty to. Like, you know what I mean? It's like Stormy Daniels.
You
he'd be-
would think he would be nasty to
He'd
Stormy
be like,
Daniels.
"Oh, I wouldn't have sex with that porn star. I'm a germaphobe."
She probably knows a lot more that she's not letting out. You know what I'm saying? So he's
Well,
probably.
we already know that she spanked him with his own face. I mean, that's the stuff that we got without paying.
Yeah.
I mean, if you start like
Before the
literally,
payroll.
So,
yeah,
Right before the paywall. Right?
exactly.
Just
Like
take that
if we
visual in
just
for a
start like
second.
putting money into the pot and be like, Stormy, now what really happened? Then it's just gonna be like, well, he likes being in a diaper, and he likes
Wouldn't
me to
surprise me.
spank him when I call him Ivanka. Like it's like I'm pretty
Oh,
certain.
he's into that too. Like that's what the story. She said that. Like
No. I'm making hyperbole on the derangement of his sexual life that I assume that he has, because he just looks like a giant perv. Like
yeah.
he looks like a giant perv.
he's giving perverts a bad name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
At least be honest and safe, and like like if you're a pervert and it's like consensual with you're pervy. You know what I'm saying? Good.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it's like creepy and like abusive and not,
Oh.
I feel like he's an abusive type of guy. You know what I'm saying? No?
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, he's
Like,
definitely
probably verbal-
slapping you
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like
Even to himself, probably. Why would you want to get yourself smacked with your face in a magazine? Like, that's weird, right?
Because
Does he
that's how
take his
much
toupee
ego you
off,
have.
though?
What?
Does he take his toupee off though while it's happening?
Allegedly, that is like in there. That's an implant.
What?
Yeah.
You know, he's probably the first president with a penile implant too. You know that, right? If he's doing that, he's probably got like, look at that.
Look at that.
I don't even think
You
so.
like that?
I think that he has such an ego that he thinks that his 2 inches is like all that a woman ever would need. It's like, well, this is a Trump 2 inches. That means that this is like a black 7. Like,
Billions of dollars. It's worth
like,
billions of dollars.
It's like this dick is worth billions of dollars. I don't need to please a woman. They should be pleased to be in my presence.
If you get you pregnant, you'll be rich. You'll
R-
be
it-
rich forever.
Yeah.
And your kids too.
Yeah. It's I don't know. That's just and then
Oh God! Can you imagine how his balls
I'm
look?
sorry.
Oh.
But like
Oh,
you know those shits are all orange and
orange
wrinkly.
balls.
You know what they probably look like? Dried apricots.
Oh.
You just ruined apricots for me forever.
Got alpaca nuts. Nuts like an alpaca.
Oh my god.
No, maybe he's got some surgery on him and they look like tangerines.
Please.
Hey, you're not talking about the
If you
nuts-
have like
nuts.
surgery, like do you think would he have it on his face first?
He probably has. He probably has too. He probably has.
I don't think he's had nut surgery. I think he thinks that those little dried up apricots and his little Vienna sausage is all that the makings of a good evening.
Oh God, orange Vienna sauce. No, looks like a Cheeto.
Speaking of which, you know,
I'm thinking
Two
the
tangerines
crunchy.
and a crunchy Cheeto.
Is it crunchy or is it like one of the puff ones?
The puff Cheeto.
And two
And
the
two
two
tangerines,
apri-
two
the two
apricots.
apricots. Yeah. All right.
hey, remember when
God.
Donald Trump Jr. was like trying to hook up with Ava Day?
Aubrey O'Day,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, yeah,
that's a
O'Day.
whole.
Wait, who?
Aubrey O'Day.
She was on the Apprentice, right?
Yeah,
First
she was
season?
on Celebrity Apprentice.
And then this dude, while married, was trying to hit up on.
Well, his wife was pregnant,
Oh wow! Yeah.
like 8 months pregnant. Was like trying to like talk to Aubrey. You didn't hear about this story?
Honestly, I didn't pay attention to them until they were in the White House.
It's
No, this is something that just came out like
2 months ago.
2 months, a couple months ago.
Oh, I
About
thought he
Trump
already.
Jr.
'Cause
I
his
thought he
wife
was
divorced
Well,
divorced.
his
him,
wife
yeah.
divorced him, but it's because he was cheating with Aubrey O'Day.
Oh, is he with that girl now?
No, they had
Because
like
he's with someone else
whole-
now.
He is with somebody else now, but he had like a whole thing going on with her, like while she was on.
On The Apprentice.
It's just
Yeah,
kind of
it
sad that
is.
he's like basically trying to get his dad's like hand glow. You know what I'm saying? Which is
Uh.
like, oh girl, you see you on The Apprentice? That's cool. That's my dad. That's it. That's him.
Yeah.
You know we got the same name, right? That's my dad.
It's like, oh, well, now that my dad's in the White House, I'm totally taking over day-to-day operations. My dick swings to the left.
It's just gross, man. It's just gross all around with that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just all like self-promotion and like sleaze and like, and you know what? This is what America is now.
But no,
It's-
did you hear the scandal about his ex-wife though?
No.
Oh shit!
Oh, she used to date Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
right?
she used to date Leonardo DiCaprio, but before she dated Leonardo DiCaprio, when she was in high school, she dated a drug dealer
Oh,
that was
yeah.
like in jail,
Yeah.
and she like used to go visit him at Rikers Island. Like
So she's ride or die.
ride or die, bitch, to the fullest.
Oh yeah.
How do you go from Leo?
Well, no, this before Leo. Before she met Leo.
No, I'm talking about how do you go from Leo to Trump?
Trump Jr.
Whatever.
She's got penchant for criminals. She likes bad boys. Not bad boys.
She likes bad boys.
I mean, I don't think Trump Jr. is a bad boy like in a traditional sense, more like a fucking piece of shit boy. But you know,
Fuck boy.
exactly. Yeah. She likes fuck boys. She likes fuck
Fuck
boys.
fuck boy, what you gonna do?
She likes fuck boys. Yes. That makes sense. That makes sense. She's a fuck boy fucker, I guess.
Oh my
Don't
God.
complain.
Oh
if
my
you're part
God.
of that lifestyle. You know, you fucking too many fuck boys, they're gonna fuck you over.
Yeah, exactly. You fuck one fuck boy too many, and you the one that get fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, do you feel like comedy has been harder since Trump's been in office?
I think, you know what? I think everything's just so, like, oversized. You know, like, even saying, like, you say a joke, even like 5 years ago, people would be like, oh, it's a joke. All right, whatever. Or if it didn't land, all right, move on.
Right.
Now it's like, what does this joke mean? What's what's the consequences? And everyone's just almost humorless now,
Yeah.
Even like that Roseanne thing, like it wasn't funny.
No,
It was
not
me,
at
but
all.
she was like, "Oh, it's funny." No, it wasn't.
No, it's not.
it's not funny.
It was.
It was
It would have
me.
been racist during Obama. It would have been racist during Bush, both Bushes.
Yeah.
It was just a racist joke.
Yeah, she wouldn't have done that like 20 years ago when she was at her peak, like 25, when she was at her peak, because it wasn't funny.
I think
But
she would have done it, but
I mean, there was never stories of her being racist like this until recently. I think she's just trying to pander. I think she just wants to be like, I think she just wants to be like, I don't know, like famous or liked the shit. Is your ball swinging, Ronnie? You gonna take out your balls?
wait.
I couldn't hold it anymore.
Go take your balls out in the bathroom.
I don't know, like because like she's been racist for a while, and then she had that like I mean I know this is more recently than later, but she had that whole photo shoot with her in the Nazi uniform with the cookies.
Well, she's Jewish though, right? She claims she's Jewish, and that's another
I
thing.
mean, she claims that she's Jewish, but like she could not be Jewish and just be wearing a Nazi uniform.
I mean, I've seen like there's a lot of like alt right like because Trumps do support Israel and stuff. And,
Right.
Like, I know a lot of Jews that are like pro Trump because of that. So there's that angle with her too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Trump is just like it's weird. It's like he panders to like
The
Like this-
lowest common denominator.
it's like a weird Venn diagram of Christians.
Shepherds.
Yeah, Christians like those Christians who are like, oh, we believe in God and all that stuff, but then they support this guy who's like cheats on his wife, who's the biggest sleazeball in one of the biggest sleazeball in show business.
Right.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to claim you're religious and you're going to support that, saying, oh, well, this is what God wanted. Like, what? Even if you believe in that, do you really think that's what?
God wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I just feel like we're at a point now where maybe. I feel like sometimes like we're like in our own Middle Ages. We're in like our own Dark Ages, and we don't. even know
I
it.
believe we are in the beginning stages of the modern Dark Ages.
Mhm.
I 100% agree with that.
I think we're in it now, and we don't even know it. Because when they were in the Dark Ages back then, they didn't know.
they didn't
about
know
that.
it. Yeah.
They didn't know like, oh, this sucks, until like, because like it just we don't have like any like advancements. The scientific people believe the world's flat now. Like that's
We're
like,
the flat earthers. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
didn't we we
Debunk
settled
that.
this?
Yeah.
We settled this like
700 years ago.
centuries ago.
Yeah.
Centuries ago, we settled this, and
Yeah.
now you have like all this like, oh, the Earth is flat. It's like, how does this happen?
Yeah, Roddy, we're saying that.
Wait,
we're,
what? The Earth is flat.
We were
The
saying that
flat
we're in
earthers.
the, Yeah, I have a theory.
People are stupid.
Yeah, I have a theory. I
Yeah.
think we're in the Dark Ages, but we don't know it. Like in our own version of the Dark Ages, because like when they were in the Dark Ages back then,
seriously.
they didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had no idea that they were living in a worse time and space.
30 years from now, people are gonna be like, "Wait, you guys argued about flat planets, and then you wonder why robots took over."
Yeah.
Ooh, see, that's the whole thing. I feel like the information age and electronic age is making us stupider.
Oh yeah.
Like completely.
GPS has made people so fucking dumb.
Mhm.
So dumb. Like it drives me crazy because like I'll be home and my friends that like live in the same area, like literally we've lived in the same place since we were 3 years old. Why do you need GPS to get to the mall from your house? Like, you know where the fuck the mall is, and then it's just like, oh, GPS is telling me to go over there. Like, why are you going over there? That's the wrong direction. Well, that's what the GPS is telling me. I'm like, dude, why the fuck did you put your GPS on to go 5 minutes away from the house in a town that you've lived in for 30 fucking years?
Pay attention to the streets.
It's like, it's
It's
crazy.
not that
It's
difficult.
crazy.
We're losing our contact with like our instincts. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
are.
yeah.
Right. Because
And-
like
yeah.
you would pay attention to. Remember before we had GPS and before we had phones, and you actually would have to like remember,
Figure that shit out.
memorize people's telephone
Yeah.
numbers.
Dude, you
and,
had to,
like,
if you went cross country, you had to actually know how to read a fucking map.
Right.
Right.
Like, you had to like unfold a map and then figure out like, oh, this is where I am, and this is where I want to go, and these are the roads that say that they get me there, and then you had to find those fucking roads.
Figure that shit out yourself. Yeah, and it made your brain stronger.
Yeah.
It made
Oh
you,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now it's just like this new generation of people. I mean, they're idiots. They're fucking like,
Yeah.
It really irks the fuck out of me because I work in Times Square when people are lost and they're literally asking you for directions, but they have a fucking iPhone
Right,
in their hand.
right.
Wait, what street is this? 47th Street?
Look at
You
the sign.
you have a fucking phone.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But we're gonna have to wrap this up. But before we go, Todd, tell everybody where they can follow you on social media, what projects you have going on next, what shows you have coming up.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at Montikilla, MONTIKILLA. Add me on Facebook, TODD.MONTESI, Todd Mondesi. Also, UG Comedy Show has a Twitter page, UG Comedy Show. And yeah, UG Comedy Show, we're doing pop-up shows. Right now we're at Drexler's on Tuesdays, 9 Avenue A. Love you guys to be a part of it. Hit me up. It's
Yeah.
a fun show. Yeah, and we're just doing good comedy. And also, look out for Who's Todd Mondesi. It's going to be out there. I feel it. It's going to be great. And it's going to be something new, different. And don't worry, I won't be on Ambien tweeting like, fuck everybody!
Well, you see, if you said fuck everyone, it wouldn't be racist.
Right.
Rodney Daniels.
What's up, guys? You know how to reach me. All my handles are Rodney Daniels on Instagram and Rodney Daniels on Facebook. I'm going to be streaming live on the LDB show on YouTube this Thursday. And then you can also catch me hosting Fashionably Funny with the beautiful and talented Marissa Smith this Friday. Marissa.
You can follow me on Twitter at Marissa Smith. Follow this show on Twitter at Big Talk and Brew. I'm going to be at Auto Shrunken Head tomorrow, 6:30 for Merriment and Mortification. And Friday, I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club for Fashionably Funny. Also, check out my other podcast, Blame Storming. I do that with Dave Cyrus. And you can follow that show on Twitter at The Blame Storm. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And remember, you guys, the more he tweets, the more evidence Mueller has. Have a good night. Bye.